Tonight, the two titanic brands of banana ball do battle in the Big Easy. The original rivalry of the sport, the Savannah Bananas and the Party Animals, clash for the first time in the Banana Ball Championship League. The Nanners are the only unbeaten team left, while the Animals are fresh off a two-game sweep of the Indianapolis Clowns. A lights-out pitching staff in yellow collides with a fearsome offense in pink, and the spectacle unfolds in front of over 70,000 fans inside the Caesars Superdome here in downtown New Orleans. Can't think of a better venue for the first Bananas Party Animals game since last July 19th as we welcome you inside with Josh Chalevsky, Biko Scala. Thank you all so much for spending your Saturday night with us here in virtual Banana Land. The Nanners #1 in the standings, the Party Animals tied in second. This is what we've been waiting for since the announcement of the league.
Yeah, both of these teams have gotten off to really hot starts in 2026. The Bananas still 3-0 to start this year, and the Party Animals 2-1 coming off that sweep of the Indianapolis Clowns. And this is still the quintessential banana ball rivalry, the oldest one in this sport. And when I think about the evolution of things, I kind of think about what happened in 2025 as they took on football stadiums for the very first time. Every single game was a nail-biter, and you consider just the dramatic endings that we saw in Tampa Bay, Clemson, Nashville, and Charlotte in 2025.
We are all here today. The league is all here today because of these original two teams, and you don't get to back-to-back games in the Superdome. You don't get to 4 different football stadiums last year without August 14th, 2020, the first ever Bananas Party Animals game. Of course, the 2022 tour, the epic conclusion in Rickwood Field with Sean Fluke striking out Eric Burns. The first ever fire pitch to start off the 2023 tour in West Palm Beach. You look at the all-time numbers between these two squads. It has really been a pretty fair fight going back to the sport's inception.
Yeah, and it's really cool. The Bananas still the leaders thanks to a lot of what they did in that 2022 World Tour, 106 wins. 90 losses, 2 ties, which no longer happen in Banana Ball. But the thing that intrigues me the very most about this rivalry over the years is the way the season series have swung and alternated. You saw the Bananas, the victors on that 2022 World Tour. Then the Party Animals beat the Bananas on the final game of the season. In 2024, the Bananas were back out on top. And in 2025, the Party Animals not only won that season series, they were the Tour Championship victors at the end of the year. So it's going to be really interesting to see how things play out here tonight and whether the Bananas will be the stronger team in an even year yet again, or whether the Animals, for a second straight season, will dominate against the boys in yellow.
Right. How long will the trend cook on? We will see here in 2026. The first of 10 battles at least scheduled in the regular season between the Nanners and Party Animals. And let's get back to the football stadiums, because across 4 different stadiums, 5 games last year. It started with the battle in Tampa that went 4 rounds of showdowns, the unbelievable Drew Gillespie play to get us to round 3, and then the controversy with the overturned call to win it for the Nanners on the DR Meadows deke of Andy Cosgrove in that pivotal round 4, to still the biggest game in Banana Ball history. Over 81,000 fans saw history. 11 home runs. Alex Ziegler, his first time ever leaving the yard, and then some fantastic trickery as well with Robert Anthony Cruz and company as the Nanners snuck out of that one victors. To the fantastic battle in Nashville, the Party Animals without Jake Skoll, Reese Hampton, and Bryson Bloomer, and while the Bats were being obliterated, the Animals shorthanded came out with the absolutely heart-stopping victory.
Yeah, that was a big sigh of relief for the boys in black and pink. Chase Acup had that iconic diving play to get them their first win in a football stadium. And then, of course, you saw that series split in Charlotte, but it was truly highlighted by the walk-off home run from Alexiadis in the 9th, where he finally homered in all 4 football stadiums.
The foregone conclusion. And here are the numbers across those 5 games last year. You see the Party Animals a little bit better in the batting average. That would be 9 points higher. They also put 6 more home runs out of the park. They did foul out to fans 5 more times. They had 16 less trick plays. Always easier to get more trick plays as the home team. The Nanners were the home team in all 5 of those games. And the Party Animals Animals MPI just a few ticks better when it comes to getting 3 outs per inning.
I mean, again, the Bananas won 3 of those games in football stadiums, the Party Animals victors in 2. This was a very balanced fight. You see it reflected in these numbers. I still think the Bananas a little bit stronger in that trick play department heading into this series tonight, but the Animals pitching is really what helped them put themselves over the top against the Bananas a season ago, and you saw that they worked just a hair faster than the Bananas last season in these football stadiums as they averaged 3 outs in 4 minutes and 12 seconds.
And tonight here in the Superdome, our 6th ever football stadium. I mean, how apropos. It is over 50 years old. It was opened in August of 1975, originally as a 3-sport stadium, football, basketball, and baseball, but that was back when you could move the stands back and get a typical baseball dimension configuration down there. Take a look at one of the last baseball games. This was in February of 1999, Louisiana Lafayette against LSU, and as you can see, it looks like a very typical diamond out there, unlike the goofy configurations that we're going to have tonight. Now, the last baseball game that happened in the Superdome, 2004, so there hasn't even been a baseball game since the post-Katrina renovations.
Yeah, it's pretty wild to see. I mean, you can see that the stand's still very normal configurations in this park. Now, ever since those renovations, it's now forced us into Banana Ball to get a little creative with our dimensions here in this park. And this is only the 2nd time in Banana Ball we've seen the short porch to left field. It is only 231 feet to that left field foul pole, but there are, of course, 60 to 65 feet nets, courtesy of netting pros in place, that are stretching all the way to around the center field area. But what we really got to highlight, deep center field in this ballpark. It's 438 feet to deep center field,
right.
I should say.
Right.
And when you consider the ballparks of Major League Baseball, the deepest center field right now, 415 feet out in Coors Field in Colorado. And yet it's a very hitter-friendly park with a lot of altitude. That's the reason you're seeing a ballpark that's 415 feet to center field. And now here, 438 feet. It's definitely going to be a challenge for the batters in this game.
I'd be pretty impressed if someone pokes it out to the deepest part of the Superdome here tonight. Now, when it comes to the 2026 Party Animals against Bananas, this is a really fun clash of styles, just 3 games into this young Banana Ball Championship League, because the Party Animals offense has been the best in the sport. You can see that highlighted by their league-high 29 runs scored and their 17 ball 4 sprints earned.
Yeah, and they brought back so many guys from a season ago offensively to help this team in the first year of the BBCL. They're leading in 29 runs scored. They also have 17 ball 4 sprints as an offense. That's the tops in the league right now too, and this has always been an extremely patient offense over the years. That's why you see them totaling so many runs. They just keep getting guys on base. And we also saw a weekend ago Jake Skoll, the reigning Tour MVP and Triple Crown winner from 2025, he was picking up right where he left off last season as he was 3 for 7. And of course, the big highlight for him, his 9th inning walk-off home run, which jump-started their sweep against the Clowns in Memphis, Tennessee.
Now, as terrifying as this Party Animals offense is, 3 games into 2026, the Bananas defense has been superb as well. Of course, it has to start with the pitching staff. Only 9 runs and 4 ball 4 sprints allowed. You can see here we are building up to an unstoppable force running into an unmovable object. Really going to see, it's going to be fascinating to see which bends and which breaks between the Party Animals offense and Nanner's pitching staff.
Banana Ball has always been a sport that caters to offense. So to see, even 3 games in, a team earned run average of 2.05, it's absolutely insane. They've thrown 26 1/3 innings. They've only allowed 4 sprints so far. Very impressive for this Bananas pitching staff, but you can't forget about what the defense has been able to do. 44.3% of their outs this season have included a trick play. That's tops in the Banana Ball Championship League.
And that strikeout to sprint ratio at the bottom is just astronomical. 7.3 Ks per the sprints they're allowing. The next best is 1.8 for the firefighters. I mean, they're not even getting 2 strikeouts per every sprint that they allow. Okay, we have set the scene. This is 2 titans of the sport that are duking it out here in New Orleans. Now we've got to get to a Banana Ball classic, the Banana Baby being unveiled down on the field.
The first game of Banana Ball with the Bananas. All the way back in 2016, and we're keeping the tradition going strong. So I want to see all 70,000 people getting those spirit fingers in the air, because it is now time to meet tonight's Banana Baby, Holland! 4 months old, weighing 13 pounds. She was born for this moment. She's feeling it right now. This is her moment that she will never, ever remember. Fans, one more time for tonight's Banana Baby, Holland!
Ladies and gentlemen, direct your attention to center field. They're the wildest, craziest, sexiest, most outrageous group of animals you'll ever lay your eyes on. And they're here for just one reason: to party! New Orleans, Superdome, make some noise for the party! Number 11, Chase Aka. In right field, it's X, Jake School. Behind the dish, Andy Cosgrove. First baseman number 2, Jason Swan. The DH number 4, Tanner Tinder Thomas. The extra hitter number 407, Mikey Ballard. Left fielder number 12, it's Noah Fisher. Baseman number 8, Bryson Bloomer. Number 9, it's Dustin Baber. On the mound, 777, Garrett Toledo. The party animals are managed by Mike Vavasis, assisted by Thomas Sim Shady Simino, and Anthony, how you doing, Coramato.
Well, there is the party animal starting lineup tonight here in the Superdome. When we return, we'll be hearing from their skipper, Mike Vivacis, as well as one of their young stars. Don't move a muscle.
He's facing Party Animals pitcher Brett Helton. We're gonna get that bat up. There we go. That's the guy you're facing right there. Here we go. Brett Helton is staring him down. Here comes the windup and pitch number 1. Oh my goodness. Oh, they're saying it's high. The count's 1-0. Great call, Vince. Brett Helton is calling him short. What's happening here? Oh, Jenny's calling time. This is an interesting matchup. I have no idea what's going to happen here. Let's try it with a bat. Here we go. Now he's ready. The count's 1-0. Brett Helton's winding up. Here comes pitch number 2. Strike 1. Brett Helton's throwing the heat. This doesn't seem to be very fair. The count's 1-1. Jenny is digging in. Brett Helton winds up, throws pitch number 3. Oh, a curveball. Brett, why don't you pick on somebody you're on?
Welcome back to Banana Ball. As promised, let's get it down to the field with Drake Toll and Vava.
Thank you, Beat Bop. Here with the defending champion, Mike Vivacis, the captain, the head coach, the party animal. Skip, we've been waiting with bated breath all day long. Is the lineup ready to go?
The lineup is ready to go. We got a pretty good one today.
Where is it?
We got it right here. Whoever Terrence is, I'm very sorry I stole this sign from your office today, but we appreciate it for the lineup card. Thank you so much.
You'll see one name on there, Ballard. It starts with a B and ends in Allard. It's Mikey Ballard to my left. Mikey, a rookie in this moment. The lights as bright as they can get. 70,000 people looking at you. Coach, why would you start a rookie in that spot?
You know what? He's got no nerves, man. This kid plays hard, and I don't think any of this bothers him. He's just ready to play ball.
Mikey, you were drafted to the Party Animals for a reason. How excited are you for this moment?
This is what you dream of. When I first started thinking about trying out and stuff, to be on this stage playing the Bananas with that rival was the dream.
You get to do it alongside Chase Acuff, who you play a little college ball with as well. How integral has he been into you fitting into the Party Animals brand so quickly?
It's been great. He's been a good connection over the years, and he's always been, it's kind of like a comfort having him, coming in, having a guy that you know is big. But yeah, he's been a huge help, and honestly, helping me feel like welcomed and comfortable, and yeah, he's been a big part of that.
Skip, for you, rivalry renewed, Bananas and Party Animals. Does it feel a little bit different when you face the guys in yellow?
It does, this is how it all started. It brings memories back from the beginning, brings all the crazy games we've had together, everything we went through, so it's cool. It kind of feels like back to normal, but we're excited. We're ready to get back and show them what we got this year.
That's Mike Vivacis, Mikey Ballard on the field tonight. The reigning champions against the undefeated Savannah Bananas. Up next.
Thanks, Drake. More Banana Ball on the other side of just a 2-minute break. We'll be talking about those Nanners. Heck of a job by our home run hitter.
Number 10, the Golden Battle Rule once per game. We see if you take any hitter in their lineup and have them bat in any spot. And finally, the most fans first rule of them all. New Orleans, I gotta know, did you bring your gloves with you tonight? And the first fan to catch a foul ball wins free Dairy Cream for their entire row. And those are the rules of Banana Ball. Ladies and gentlemen, direct your attention down the right field line. It's time to meet the cast in the 2026 Banana Ball World Tour.
Welcome back to Banana Ball down on the Bayou. First time our young sport has made its way to the wonderful city of New Orleans. Over 70,000 fans on hand here in the largest dome in the world. That would be the Superdome, aptly named. And this Bananas pitching staff, we've been talking about it here on the pregame show. They have been phenomenal, in big part to their rookie southpaws. How about Grant Besser, fourth rounder, 2025 visitor? I've been hearing whispers that he might have the best changeup in the game. Yes, that's right, the game that has Danny Hosley, which currently is considered the Vulcan changeup, the best pitch in the history of the sport. That is how good Grant Besser's changeup has been. Tristan Levesque, absolutely dynamic as well. The Nanners' fifth rounder, kid out of the University of Rhode Island, already getting in on the 2-2 action. He's been dance accountable, able to induce a double trick play off that very boogie right there, and has been baffling opponents with his mix of speeds and locations. Not overpowering stuff, but Austin Drury, this is the guy you've got to circle. The first rounder, fourth overall draft pick, former Los Angeles Dodgers minor leaguer. He's pitched professionally in Mexico, Venezuela. I mean, this is an absolutely astoundingly impressive arm. And so far, the numbers have backed it up for all three of these guys.
Well, these guys you mentioned, they were all picks in rounds 1 through 5. Those were day 1 picks for the Bananas. 3 of those 5 picks were these 3 left-handed pitchers, and Drury gets the start tonight. What really sticks out, though, none of these guys have allowed an earned run yet this season. They've all been particularly strong. They also haven't surrendered a ball four sprint. They have been pounding the strike zone against opponents, and both Levesque and Besser averaging 3 outs in less than 3 minutes. Levesque averaging in just 2 minutes and 26 seconds for the Nanners.
Let's hear from the starter himself. Down on the field, Mr. Sam Bauman has Austin Drury. Let's check him out.
Oh boy, well you caught us in a moment of zen here with Bananas pitcher Austin Drury. Drury, we should probably sit up at least a little bit for this one. We got 70,000 fans around us here, and I just got lost in it all, lounging around with AD. Austin, how do you get a moment of zen in a moment like this?
You know, it helps to lay down here with Sam, and if you look around, the scene here is unreal, so just relaxing a little bit before the game helps a lot.
AD, it's a big game. Obviously, biggest crowd you've played in front of. Party animals for the first time ever for you. How do we lock in for a game like this?
You know, we have a lot of fan interaction before the game, and it really helps ease your mind and remember what you're playing for, so that really helps me a lot instead of just waiting for start time, you know.
He's a rookie with a veteran's mentality. AD, you got to take to the mound pretty soon, but guys, I think we should just maybe lounge for a little while and take in the view while we can.
I wouldn't hate that one bit, you know. I'm ready to lounge here. I just can't believe the scene we're looking at. Let's relax and take it all in.
Yeah, guys, you get back to that. We're gonna relax for a little bit longer.
You know, I'll tell you what, laying down in turf, more comfortable than you would imagine. Much more Banana Ball pregame action right after this.
whatever, stay right here. Whatever you do, they're gonna do. So we gotta get them pumped up. Whatever you do, they're gonna do. Here we go. Ooh, good start, Beckett. Oh, she's still clapping. Oh, yes. We're going, hey, baby, a little bit. I like it. What are we doing now? Oh, 6, 7. 6, 7. Still 6, 7. Okay. All right. Oh, jumping jacks. Jumping jacks. All right, we're back clapping. Beckett, look around. 70,000 people going crazy for you. Let's hear it for 6-year-old Beckett.
Ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, potassium enthusiasts from around the world. Tonight, you and thousands of your friends here live and millions more watching at home have gathered here to witness something beyond your wildest imagination. From Montana to Savannah, from the Isle of Man to Tokyo, Japan, the Banana Maniacs come from across the globe to witness this. This is not baseball.
Getting to play in the Superdome is honestly going to be a dream come true. I don't have words to describe it.
For Morgan City, Louisiana native Bryce Grzaffi, there may not be a venue that ranks higher on his list.
Grew up a New Orleans Saints fan my whole life, diehard Saints fan. Playing in the Superdome is extremely special to me. Not only to me, but to my family that is going to be able to experience it with me.
As a kid, Bryce of course loved baseball, but admittedly, it wasn't where he saw his future.
Growing up, I didn't really want to be a Major League Baseball player. I wanted to be an NFL football player.
Not just any NFL football player, but a New Orleans Saint.
Grew up watching those guys. Those are literally my idols, and being able to play on the same field as them is really special.
While Bryce had some decent tape, it was clear he was destined for the diamond. Going to play collegiately at Southeastern Louisiana, and then Lamar University in Texas. After graduating, the Louisiana native would find his way into banana ball, which would wind up bringing him right back to where he first learned to dream big. Stepping onto the field where his idols once played, now hoping to make memories for kids sitting in those same stands where he once sat, dreaming those same big dreams.
We want to impact as many fans as possible, and that's the most important thing. Just putting on the show, putting a smile on somebody's face, and yeah, coming out there with 2 wins.
He's the catcher and the captain, numero uno, Bill O'Rourke. In left field, number 15, we call him Rack, Robert Anthony Cruz. The extra hitter, number 18, Danny Do-It-All Hosley. At shortstop, number 6, our glove magician, Ryan Cox. And the second baseman, number 3, from Morgan City, Louisiana, Bryce Grzaffi. On the mound for your Savannah Bananas, number 11, Austin Drury. Your Savannah Bananas are managed by Tyler Gillum, assisted by Adam Pyro Tyrant, Ryan Kellogg, Bryce Stober, and Reggie Horton.
Well, both lineups have been unveiled to the full capacity crowd here in the Caesars Superdome. When we return, it is first pitch between the Savannah Bananas and the Party Animals.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mateo Lopez.
To the deepest part of the field, the MVP goes long ball. Called strike three. To Anthem behind the back.
The kick trick, Ziggy between the legs.
Behind the back, yeah.
Backflip catch just for the fun of it.
That just might be the nail in the coffin, earning the equalizer point.
Swan's trying for it, he's got it.
And right back to the back. What a play! Are you kidding me?
I don't feel like done enough, so I'ma keep on doing this. Yeah, tune shit, a young tuna fish.
Fire me up. We are about to witness Bananas versus Party Animals in the Superdome. This is the first sporting event in the history of this illustrious arena to sell it out back-to-back days. Over 70,000 fans on hand here in downtown New Orleans, and they came for Banana Ball. As we welcome you back inside, Josh Talevsky, Biko Scala, thank you again for spending the night with us here in virtual Banana Land. We are about to get first pitch.
And these are the two teams that are kind of the big contenders for the inaugural Banana Ball Championship League title. Look, if the energy and the crowd here has anything to say about it, this is going to be an absolutely electric first matchup between these foes.
Cannot wait to see how it unfolds. We have set the scene. The Bananas pitching staff and defense out of this world. The Party Animals offense, it looks like for a second straight year, very well might be the best in the sport. Let's start with this Nanners defense. From left to right in the outfield, it's Robert Anthony Cruz, DR Meadows, and Reese Alexiadis. Third to first in the infield, you see Kyle Jackson, Max Young-Goldberg, Bryce Grizaffi, and I'm sorry, why is Max Young-Goldberg at shortstop? That's Ryan Cox is at short. I am baffled by that. He can't be in two places. Cox is at short, Bill Leroy is behind the dish.
Yeah, this is going to be really exciting. Bryce Grizaffi, the Louisiana kid, gets his first career Banana Ball start. It comes at second base. But look out for Alex Ziegler. He's been serving as the designated fielder. He can come in any inning at any position. It's mostly been at first base for Ziggy, and he's leading the tour with 7 trick plays, so he will have an impact on tonight's game for sure.
And in the middle of it all, Austin Drury, the 6-foot southpaw out of Land O'Lakes, Florida, 5-pitch mix, couple fastballs, cutter, changeup, and slider. And, well, he has had a lot of traffic on the bases. He's emerged unscathed from his first few outings.
Yeah, this is the 4th overall pick of the Banana Ball player draft from last season, the guy who made it up to Double-A in the Dodger system, and he's pitched very effectively so far. He told us in spring training a big goal of his was to just get comfortable and establish his fastball early, and that was certainly what led him to success as he threw 2 shutout frames against the Firefighters last weekend.
But the best test of AD's mettle is this almighty Party Animals lineup at the top. As per usual, here in his 5th World Tour, Reese Hampton, then Chase Acuff, Jake Skoll in the cleanup spot, Andy Cosgrove, followed by Jason Swan, Tanner Thomas, the rookie Mike Ballard, and then Noah Fisher, Bryson Bloomer, and Dustin Baber, veterans at the bottom.
Well, 4 of the first 5 guys in this lineup batting from the right side. They'll be looking to hit to that 231-foot foul pole in left field.
Let's get it to Jesse Cole to start this clock.
Banana Nation, it is time. On 3, I need everyone here to yell, start the clock. 1, 2, 3. Showtime.
Showtime indeed. Over 70,000 fans. Down on the turf, the Savannah Bananas and the Party Animals battle for the first time since July 19th of last year. And what the heck is happening? It looks like at first Bill Leroy denied Reese Hampton a handshake. Now they're dancing. It's beautiful.
Kind of a Cal Raleigh, Randy Arozarena World Baseball Classic situation. Now it ends in one of the most elaborate dances I've seen between a banana and a party animal.
First pitch, popped right side. MJG runs out of room. Ball is not caught in the stands. You've got a guy at the dish, as I mentioned, here in his 5th World Tour, a legend of the sport. Switch hitting center fielder Reese Hampton, the most hits in Banana Ball history. And 4 years of minor league baseball experience across the Tigers and Diamondbacks organizations. Austin Drury on the mound, 5 years as a Dodgers farmhand. Currently a steady diet of fastballs being hurled Hampton's way. Another 0-2 coming. And the heater misses well above the zone. Cut on and missed. Fastball right down the chute. Drury blows it by Hampton to start the night out with a strikeout.
Again, we talked about how good the Bananas have been from a trick play standpoint. They're also leading the tour right now when it comes to strikeout rate as a pitching staff. And Austin Drury, this is the first time the Party Animals are facing him. They don't have a good feel for his repertoire yet, and that means at the moment he can probably get away with throwing more heaters than he normally would and challenging these animal bats.
It's a live fastball, about sits 92 to 94, and he is pounding the zone with it. Back-to-back 0-2 counts. Chase Acuff in a quick hole. One of the tougher guys to strike out in the history of the sport, here in his 4th World Tour. And Acuff able to get a piece of what I think was the first off-speed offering of Drury's evening. Showing respect to the Animal shortstop. Gets that back foot slider. Acuff doesn't bite. Chopper to the left side. KJ stabs it, throws to young Goldberg in plenty of time. 2 up, 2 down. Another look, routine for K-Jack. And the defending Banana Ball MVP digs in. Triple Crown winner from 2025. Jake Skoll here in his 6th Banana Ball World Tour. First 2 were with the Bananas. This is year number 4 in the black and pink. It's more proper to call the Party Animals the white and pink here tonight, rocking the brand new unis. As Skoll knifes this one in between Grisaffi and Alexiadis. And has himself a soft 2-out single. You don't hear soft very often when it comes to hits from Jake Skoll.
Yeah, but still, a really nice piece of hitting. I kind of expect him to maybe try and hit to that opposite field and go oppo, trying to lift one over the 60 to 65 foot nets, courtesy of netting pros, but he'll be content with the 2-out single, trying to move the line for Andy Cosgrove, last season's Rookie of the Year.
Skoll takes off for second. This one's gonna dunk down fair. Right field line, Alexiadis has a hose. Skoll can fly. The throw home, not in time. Perfect throw, but Jake Skoll off on the pitch will score on the flare double from Cosgrove. An excellent 2-out hitting. Party Animals have the first run ever scored off Austin Drury that is earned.
It was also a great decision by Jake Skoll and the Party Animals managerial staff to send him running on the first pitch to Andy Cosgrove. He's always had great wheels, a former defensive back even at the University of Georgia, and used that speed to score, as now this one will be peppered into the crowd, but no clean catch made by the fans on the first base side.
Liner to right, it's another knock, 3 in a row for the Animals. Mark Smith racing around from third, he scores. And how about Jason Swan getting in on the fun? It's a 2 spot for the Animals in the first. Party Animals designated runner here in his sophomore campaign in Banana Land, leading the crew through their iconic Party Rock shuffle. Have a look at a piece of hitting from Jason Swan. Nobody in the sport uses the entire field as well as Swan. You put him right up there with Joe Lytle. Just hits it where you pitch it, and he's got himself a stake.
And that's a hit where you just shorten up, down 0-2 in the count, punch it out to right field, pays off for the Animals. And here's the thing, the Bananas said last season going into their draft, the big thing that they wanted to do was bring in left-handed pitchers. They said that's how we beat the Party Animals. But the Party Animals, when the Bananas started a southpaw last season, they went 6-4 against this team in 10 games. They had 16 home runs. They were very well offensively.
Well, Tanner Thomas, who's behind 1 and 2 here, this is the guy who has reverse splits. He actually hits lefties better than righties. You don't see that very often. Check over on Swanee, he's back standing. So great to see Tanner working himself back into being able to play full time. Nice start to World Tour number 5 for Mr. Tinder Thomas. 2 for 5, a double so far here in 2026 as Swanee's off on the pitch, and this one goes to the seats. Another opportunity for the fans. It is not caught in the second deck. Three straight 2-out hits have plated 2 runs. Tanner Thomas trying to add to it. Did he check his swing? Yes. Third base umpire Reggie Drummer confirms that Tanner was able to hold up. So Swanee will be loose on the 3-2 with 2 down. There he goes. Tanner strikes out for the first time in 2026. Another K for Drury. But 2 runs come across, all the damage with 2 down. Party Animals have a great chance to claim the first point available tonight. It will be up to Garrett Delano and their defense. Get a look at their alignment, left to right. In the outfield, it's Fisher, Hampton, and Skoll. Third to first in the infield. The Boomer, Chosen, Derek Ginger, and Swanee with Cosgrove behind the dish.
Well, this is only Chase Acuff's 4th game since he suffered an injury last June on the 19th against the Savannah Bananas. In his comeback, he's leading the Party Animals in trick plays right now, 6 of them for their shortstop. And you're going to see Ashton Lansdell. She's going to enter this game likely playing shortstop or second base for the Party Animals and trying to see if she can collect another trick play. After last Sunday, she was just the 2nd woman ever in Banana Ball to collect a trick play out.
Let's get a gander at the Bananas offense, chasing 2 runs here in the bottom of the first inning. As always, D.R. Meadows at the top of the order. followed by Super Reese, then MJG. Danny O cleaning it up, and KJ Leroy, Rack, Hosley, Cox, and Grizzaffi. As the only man we still need to discuss is the fella entering his 5th World Tour, Garrett Delano. I think he's got something special for us. What a scene for the kid out of Callahan, Florida. From Brown University to Mercer University, a 2018 collegiate banana. Now in his 5th tour with the Party Animals, and has cemented himself as one of the most consistent arms in the sport.
And he's already making his 3rd start for the Party Animals this season. He was named an All-Star last season after a strong season, a 7-3 record for the boys in black and pink. Led the team with 52 strikeouts, and opponents, they batted just .244 against the right-hander.
Heater just misses. Vincent Chapman, our home plate umpire tonight. As DR Meadows drives this one out to right center, Skoll making the call. He will tip it up and take home the first trick play here in the Superdome. Nice start to the last of the first for the Animals.
And of course, they're chasing the equalizer point in this contest, where if the visiting team has more trick plays than the home team going into the final inning, they earn an extra point. Bananas had 0 trick plays in their half of the inning defensively, so now the Party Animals leading 1-0 over the Bananas.
Reese Alexiadis with the ball and a strike on him. As Super Reese, a laser beam! Kiss it goodbye! A no-doubt solo shot. Alexiadis' first home run of tour number 3.
And it's only fitting that it comes in a football stadium here in 2026. Alexiadis, 4 home runs in 5 games last season. And now comes off the home run. He'll catch up with our reporter, Sam Bauman.
Reese, one quick question. Are you the future king of the Pirates?
Reese, I
think that's a yes. I'm pretty sure. Rico, Josh, future king.
Could not have said it any better myself. Reese, thank you, SB. So now Max Young Goldberg represents the inning tying run. Party Animals still up 2 runs to 1 in this first with 1 away. MJG. His 4th straight game starting in the 3-hole. That's the trust that Tyler Gillum, Adam Virant, and this Bananas coaching staff have in their 2nd round draft pick. And he'll earn the sprint. All 7 Party Animals behind the pitcher and catcher have to touch the ball before it's live. Textbook sprint defense. Young Goldberg does not test it, and he gives way to JT Sokolov, the Bananas designated runner. Saw Mark Smith, the Party Animals designated runner, come across for their 2nd run. Now the Bananas set up their designated runner as the innings tying run. Dan Oberst represents the inning winning run. He's ahead 1-0. Delano's 2 bugaboos of his 5th World Tour, very young one at that, have bit him so far. That's his 3rd home run allowed, and this is now his 3rd outing, and his 5th ball 4 sprint for a guy who's known as one of the best control guys in Banana Bowl.
It's very uncharacteristic for 777, but he's going to get the ground ball. A big chopper. Acup able to play it well and throw across the diamond, narrowly beating Dan Oberst at first base. A massive second out for the Party Animals, but it does put the Bananas designated runner Sokolov in scoring position.
Which means the fate of the frame in the very capable hands of Kyle Jackson. Already 2 inning-winning walk-off home runs here in his third tour. Visitor in 2024. Finished out that season with a couple months on the Nanners. Was the runner-up to Andy Cosgrove for the Rookie of the Year last year as KJ out to Skoll in right. Can of corn. Delano and the Party Animals bend, but they do not break. They win the first inning 2 runs to 1. They lead the game 1 point to nothing. Super Reese, smash, not enough.
She picks wins. However, whoever she doesn't pick, they wind up with a pie in the face. So this is high stakes. Fans, I gotta know, who here thinks that Mom is gonna win? Who here thinks it's gonna be Dad? We're gonna find out. Millie, you're gonna hang out with me, and Mom and Dad, we're gonna send you guys down the line. Now, Millie, you hang right here. Go ahead, there we go. All right, Mom and Dad are going. Millie, you want to say hi to everybody? Say hi. That was great, Millie. All right. Mom and Dad are down there. All right, Millie, you got to pick your mom or your dad on your mark. Get set. Go. Oh, the suspense. Okay. Uh-oh. Where's she going? Oh no, all the way, oh, Dad! It's picked, and Mom, you know what that means. Here it comes in 3, 2, 1.
What a scene we have on our hands here in the Crescent City. The Caesars Superdome, home of the New Orleans Saints, jam-packed with over 70,000 Banana Ball fans. And they saw an eventful first frame of action. Austin Drury got 2 quick outs, and then gave up single, double, single. Party Animals plated 2. Reese Alexiadis a solo home run in the bottom of the first. And the Animals took it 2 runs to 1. Now Mike Ballard, the donut hitter. And another laser beam from Ballard. Backflip catch, Robert Anthony Cruz, you're out of your mind. That ball was blistered. How he pulled off a rack flip, I do not know.
And you're seeing Robert Anthony Cruz. His reaction is saying it all right now. He's impressed with himself at snagging that heater off the bat of Mike Ballard and landing the flip perfectly in left field. This is a guy who was doing competitive gymnastics at a very young age, and that is exactly why you see him able to pull off trick plays like that. That's his 3rd backflip catch already this season for the Bananas.
Ball and a strike on Noah Fisher at 7-8-9 for the Party Animals here as he lofts one deep down the left field line. KJ in pursuit, runs out of room. I was thanking Robert Anthony's father, Ron, for getting Rack into gymnastics at a young age, helped build pretty much the perfect Banana Ball player. It's been remarkable what Rack has done to this sport since joining in 2024.
And you know, judging by what happened when I spoke with DR Meadows and Reese Alexiadis, hold that thought, this one hit over to Ryan Cox. He'll go between the legs, and young Goldberg still trying to transition over to first base. Can't quite pick that ball. So that'll wind up actually a trick play missed on Ryan Cox after the throw winds up in the dirt, following the transition between the legs. Best way to score a play like that.
So Fisher a free 90. Cox tapped his chest. He said, my bad. And that's shot into left center. Throw to second from Rack in time. It's a 7-4 fielder's choice on a ball that in any normal baseball stadium is a single for Bryson Bloomer. That is tough luck for a guy who just backspun that thing into left. Nothing to show for it when it comes to the old statistics.
And we've seen a couple 9-4, 9-6 fielder's choices, the first 7-4 we've had here in these football stadiums, but another big play by Robert Anthony Cruz in the second inning.
And now Dustin Baber digs in. Here in his 4th World Tour, 5th year in Banana Ball, started as a Summer Series party animal in August of 2022. Tied up on the fastball up and in. Ball and a strike. Ball and 2 strikes rather. Baber, good wood, out to center. DR Meadows, backflip catch once again. 10 out of 10 landing. A pair of backflip catches in the inning for the Nanners.
Unbelievable stuff from DR Meadows. The Bananas back out in front in the trick play battle, and they'll try and earn their first point when we return.
Finish that song lyric, but let's make it a competition a little bit. Young Professor, who do you have over there?
I tell you what, Jesse, I'm going to go ahead and represent all our fans out in left field, center field, and over here behind third base, the best in class of New Orleans.
Yeah. You may have that side over there, but I got the entire first base, the right field side, and all of right field and the center field, and we call this the winning section. First song, sure. Let me hear you.
Off to a great start. That point goes to the outfield section. Nicely done. Next song. That point goes to the first base side. Good job. We are all tied up. This is for the win. Here we go.
Welcome back to Banana Ball. How about the top of the second inning we just had, bookended by remarkable backflip catches from Rack and the Doctor.
And the Robert Anthony Cruz one probably more impressive, but it might have been the perfect scenario for him. The outfielders have been talking about those balls high in the air, very hard to pick up in the lights of the Superdome. So Rack didn't have the lights in his face, and it arguably helped him land his backflip catch.
Yeah, it's very odd. You see a ball probably hit about 109 miles an hour off the bat of Mike Ballard, and it's actually helpful for a guy trying to make a catch while they backflip. It's the arena we are in, as Bill Leroy sends this one deep out to left, a leaping attempt. Noah Fisher can't come down with it, but he will hold the 9-year Nanner to a single. The inning-winning run is aboard, as Bill wasted no time against his former collegiate Nanners teammate. Got another gander. Fisher very close to taking a hit away from the Bananas captain there. Now we should note, quite often when Bill gets aboard, you'll see the designated runner, JT Sokolov, come in for him. He cannot be used because the designated runner can only be used once every time through the order. So you've got to get all the way back to DR at the top before Sokolov can run again.
Nonetheless, he's been in Tyler Gilliam's base running system since 2018, a very intelligent guy. He's only been caught stealing one time in his banana ball career, and that was when he attempted to steal first base.
Right, and it was really just a miscommunication with Vincent Chapman.
That is true.
Back in Miami. It was an accidental attempt at stealing first base. An unfortunate one at that. A story for another day. Deuces on Robert Anthony Cruz. Former Nationals minor leaguer, 1 for 7 on the year. Boy, when he gets hot, it gets awful scary for opposing pitchers. Dangerous payoff coming. We'll see if Leroy's on the move. Check on Bill, veteran play there by Delano. It's a smile from his former Bananas teammate. Here's the payoff. Rack chops it foul, we'll do it again. He's got to look out for a 5-pitch mix here from Delano. 2-seam, 4-seam cutter, curveball, and a changeup. That changeup down and away has baffled Rack many a time. Delano sticking with the fastball, another foul ball.
We did his best work against the Party Animals in 2025. Rack, .299 batting average, 10 doubles, 7 bombs against the boys in black and pink.
Here's the third 3-2 pitch. Bounced, it'll be a ball 4 sprint. Gonna need perfect sprint defense by the Animals here to save the inning. Nice play by Reese Hampton as Bill goes first to third. And Rack content with 90 feet. Pushing the inning-winning run to 90 feet from scoring for Danny Hosley. Guy who led his rookie tour in walk-offs. 28 of them back in 2023, and Danny Do-It-All, still the most versatile player in the sport. Trying to come up in the clutch. Doesn't bite on the bender low and away.
And a smart situational hitter as well. 3 plate appearances this year. He's got a hit, a ball 4 sprint, a sac fly for the Nanners.
Always getting the job done. Infield in for the Party Animals. Hosley takes just a bit outside. Party Animals have brought their designated fielder Ashton Lansdell in. She's at second base. As Hosley can't connect on the cutter. Two from Delano to Danny Do-It-All. Heater just misses down. Ball 4 loses the inning for the Party Animals here. Delano has already allowed 2 sprints tonight. Hosley swinging away. Chance for the fans to get a big out for the Party Animals. Does not happen. Always a fun battle when these two square off. Finalists for the John Olerud Award for Best Two-Way Players when they were back in college. Legends of the game. And their duel will continue with the inning-winning run still on third base.
And these are the type of battles you usually see from Party Animals batters, but now Cruz worked the 8-pitch sprint. Now Hosley about to see an 8th pitch from Garrett Delano.
Liner right to Acuff at third. Rack retreating to first. He's doubled off. Oh, a base running blunder in a huge spot. That's exactly what the Party Animals needed.
Well, it looked like Rack slipped on the turf the minute Chase Acuff had that banana ball in his glove, and he's got one of the best arms of any infielder in this sport. So not surprising whatsoever that he was able to zip that back across the diamond and double up Cruz.
So now Ryan Cox trying to pick up his left fielder. Heater gets the top of the zone. Coxie, another legend of the sport, here in his 5th World Tour. Behind 0-2. Looks like Delano's starting to find it. Heater just misses. Top inside corner of the zone. Cox, one of the toughest guys to strike out in the history of the sport. 3 sprints so far this year. He has not struck out. He goes down swinging. Broadcasters jinx in full effect as Garrett Delano escapes. The inning-winning run was at third with no outs, and the Bananas failed to bring in their captain. Still 1-0 Party Animals after 2 innings of play here in New Orleans.
Will be declared tonight's Pick Up Artist. New Orleans, are you ready? Contestants, go! And they're off. Picking up all interesting strategies here. We've got a scoop and a piggyback. Got to bring them all the way home. Ladies, you better get out of the way. This is going to get heated. Double piggybacks this time. They are close. Luke with a slight lead right now. Hayden seems to be running out.
Banana Ball is live from the birthplace of jazz, New Orleans, Louisiana. And so far, through 2 innings, Party Animals up a point. As we head to the top of the 3rd, in front of the full capacity crowd, the Nanners, for the first time tonight, use their designated fielder, Alex Ziegler, over at first base. How wild is it to be in the middle of this madness, my friend?
This is so great. You guys.
Ziggy, if we were any better, it'd be illegal.
Yeah. You guys looked at that.
Live for it. You're leading the tour in trick plays with 7. How special has this designated fielder position for you turned out to be in year number 5 in the sport?
I mean, I'm honored. 7 trick plays, I've been loving it, man. And some more base and goofy stuff over here. Having fun, man.
Did you ever expect to see your name at the top of Banana Ball's trick play leaderboard?
Honestly, no. No. But I'm happy I'm on there now, and I keep turning up. Let's see if we can get something here, but I don't really want Reese on.
Yeah, now you've got a title to defend here. You've got the target on your back, Ziggy.
Exactly.
Top of the order for the Party Animals. Hampton struck out his first time. Austin Drury out for a 3rd frame.
There we go. Good spot.
Pours the fastball in to even up the count.
I want to give a shout out to my dad right now. It's his birthday. They're probably watching right now.
Wow.
Happy birthday, Bruce.
Happy birthday, Bruce.
Hey,
swing
let's go.
And miss.
A shot, baby.
AD pulls the string, gets Hampton swinging for a 2nd time tonight.
Now, Ziggy, speaking of Bruce, he's a guy who helped teach you a lot about trick plays, even balancing things on your nose, on your chin. He got to see you pull off 4 trick plays in a game last Sunday in Grayson Stadium. How cool was that for you?
That was awesome. I mean, we were all in tears, you know. I mean, they're super proud of me, and it makes my heart happy, and it's just awesome. I'm so happy they get to see that. Oh.
That one will reach the seats.
Oh!
Nice barehanded snag.
What?
That's the first
wow
foul out to a fan at a Savannah Bananas game this year.
That's amazing.
And that means you'll never guess what it means, Ziggy. That's a DQ shake snag. The person who caught the foul ball just won 3 DQ for their entire row. And you guys can win at home by scanning this QR code to download the DQ app and earn your rewards. Ziggy, you'll have to wait until after the broadcast so you can go back and scan that QR code. I don't think you could do that at first base. And now your dear friend, your roommate, Dakota Stills-Holbritton takes over on the bump.
Yeah, that's goal up, so went right down the line to me. I'm going to make something crazy with it.
Can you talk about how special your relationship is with Stilts?
I mean, he was my first best friend. It was just me and him hanging out. You know, he was the youngest dude and kind of like the oldest dude at the time. And we got along so well. We've just always been roommates on the road, and it's just been awesome, you know? Like, he's fun.
Well, a heck of a matchup for him.
Yeah, I know, no doubt.
Former first rounder Jake Skoll digs in. Scully's single started the two-out rally back in the first. The reason why the Party Animals have a point tonight. And a bouncer to the right side. Brizaffi to Ziggy just in time.
Let's go.
The Skoll shift pays off. Alex Ziegler, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you, guys. I love you guys.
Love you too, Ziggy.
Thank you, Zig. We love you.
See you guys.
First 1, 2, 3 inning for either side, and we'll toss it down to the field for our Bananas Foster family of the night.
Across the United States, there are over 400,000 children and teens in foster care without a permanent home. Look around. That's enough to fill Caesars Superdome 7 times with the number of children currently experiencing care. To raise awareness and support this community, we created Bananas Foster, the official nonprofit of Banana Ball. Our organization is dedicated to celebrating those in the foster care community while educating and inspiring others to get involved. Tonight, we are celebrating the Smith family. After 23 years in the Louisiana National Guard, including 2 deployments to the Middle East, Janice decided to become a single foster mom at the age of 64. Over the last 3 years, Janice has welcomed 9 children into her home and inspired all 4 of her biological children to become licensed foster parents. Fans, please join us in celebrating this amazing woman making a difference right here in your community.
I'll tell you what, Janice is another great example of it is never too late to start making a difference in this world. Good to see the Banana Band made it back from their adventure on Bourbon Street last night. They had Jesse Cole and the Banana Nanas stomping all over that wonderful street Street here in New Orleans.
And that wasn't even Jesse's special birthday request that he wanted from the band.
Yeah.
That was their idea. He just got to tag along for it.
Yep, Brian Sexy Sachs, the leader of the crew, said, you know what, we're going to get the guys, we're going to go play down on Bourbon Street, which is not surprising. They end up playing at bars and clubs all across the U.S., wherever the Nanners take them. Fan favorites wherever they are. Bryce Grzaffi leading off the bottom of the third in style.
Now batting from
How about the specialty walk-up for the home state kid? As Shark just told the folks here in the Superdome, Bryce Grzaffi hails from Morgan City, just over an hour west of here. Spent the first 4 years of his college career up in Hammond, Louisiana at Southeastern Louisiana University. Finished up at Lamar last spring. And he smokes this out to left center. Bryce Grzaffi off the netting, digging for two. He's got it with a belly flop. Perfect time for a first career banana ball hit for Grizz.
He was the last pick of the Bananas in their draft, but they kept calling coaches and hearing, this is a guy you have to have on your squad. He will do whatever it takes to win, be a great clubhouse guy, and his first career start, first ever plate appearance. It's a double following the signature walk-up in his home state.
Grizz represents the inning-winning run. Back to the top of the order we go. 2 balls and no strikes on David Ray Meadows. Flew into a Jake Skoll tip drill trick play his first time. And he cranks this one out into left center. Hampton attacking a big stop sign for Grizz. Swanee cuts it off. And the Nanners in business. It's not deja vu, it's the exact same thing that they had an inning ago. Runners on the corners, no outs. Delano was able to escape thanks to a line drive 6-3 double play and then a strikeout of Ryan Cox. But this time he's got Reese Alexiadis, the defending tour leader in walk-offs. Super Reese, 1 inning ender here in 2026. He had 29 a year ago. DR will take off for second, no throw from Cosgrove. Perfect 4 for 4 on the year in stolen base tries, pacing this young tour. (2-0) to a very dangerous man. And Alexiadis takes the fastball for strike 1. Hot shot into right field. Alexiadis ties the game at 1. Bryce Grzaffi, after the specialty walk-up and leadoff double, comes across the plate.
The home state kid in the 10th spot in the Bananas batting order, the spark plug in the 3rd inning to help lead the charge and get them knotted at 1-1 through 3 innings of play tonight.
The double by Grisafi, and then back-to-back singles from Meadows and Alexiadis, who is 2 for 2 for his troubles tonight. 1-1, let's get it down to the field.
Here are the nominees. From the Savannah Bananas, top of the Blue Wings. From the Savannah Bananas, it's Nick. From the Savannah Bananas, Connor Harris. And from Broadway, performing in Wicked, Moulin Rouge, and She Little Pill, Derek Klena. And the banana ball goes to Connor Harris. This at all. To all the other nominees, you guys are truly an inspiration, and it could have been any single one of you up here today. To the fans, the best fans, you guys are why I do this. And last but not least, to that one special someone that that one special someone that I can't live without. I love you, Split. I do. There's so many people I want to name. It truly is. Let's name Dream Big, everybody.
Dream big. Poetic final words from Connor Harris as the mic was ripped away from him and he was played off the stage.
I've got to make some calls. I put the house on Klena tonight. This is why you never bet on award shows.
Correct, yeah. You should never bet at all. I'm just going to put that one out there for the world. There's a reason why the casinos always win, right?
Oh, they're winning right now.
I don't know where you placed that. And I don't think we can out them on the airwaves. Andy Cosgrove faces the big right-hander, Connor Harris. 6'8", out on the bump, and a fantastic start to his Savannah Bananas career. Perfect 2 1/3 innings thus far, with a couple punch-outs. Cosgrove giving the fans a chance. They come up empty.
And his pace on the pitcher's mound has been terrific as well. He's averaging 3 outs in 3 minutes and 6 seconds. That's good for a 142 MPI plus. He's 42% faster than the average arm right now.
Cosgrove, Swan, and Thomas due to swing it here in the top of the 4th. Chopper up the middle, 360. Ryan Cox over to Ziggy in time. And Harris starts his night here in the Superdome remaining perfect. Jason Swan had the RBI single that ended up being the inning winner back in the first. Now he's coming up in style. Fourth World Tour, 5th year in the sport for Jason Swan, who is actually a 2022 Summer Series banana. He's been a party animal ever since the 2023 World Tour. Jam shot, another opportunity for the folks in the seats. Once again, they cannot make the play. Even with his RBI single, Swanee only 2 for 9 to start the tour, but 4 ball 4 sprints yet to strike out. He's able to get a piece of the big bender.
Entered the game tonight with a .417 on base percentage, something I know the party animals are very happy with. His plate discipline, the biggest plus to his game. And you see him working the count full now against Connor Harris.
He's back-to-back 12-6 knuckle curves. Harris also has a kick change, and then the fastball about 90 to 93. As Swanee says that's about 95 to 100, right back at you. Jason Swan 2 for 2 on the night, celebrating in style. It's back-to-back half innings with a specialty walk-up and then a knock. First Bryce Grzaffi, now Jason Swan. And Connor Harris has finally allowed a base runner. Took 8 straight guys retired to start his Savannah Bananas career. And Tanner Thomas is a close play over at first. Swan back in time. One. Back pick, Swan's back in plenty of time again. Jason Swan, pretty spooky base runner. Doesn't run a whole lot. When he does, he finds a lot of success. 12 for 13 in his stolen base tries last year. There he goes. And Tanner fouls off the center cut heater.
Yeah, Harris challenged him the last pitch, going fastball up in the zone, maybe even a little out of that zone. Tanner swung through it, so Harris trying to see if he could catch up to that heater yet again. And now interesting to see if Swanee will be off and running on a second consecutive pitch out of the hand of Harris.
Another fastball, pretty much the same spot, pretty much the same result.
But this time Swanee opting to stay put at the first base bag.
Another 2-2, Swan dekes the steal, and that's a strikeout of Tanner Thomas. Harris using the high heat, get his first K of the night. Just kept pounding the zone with fastballs. And now Mike Ballard takes the big looper low and away. Again, our Dunkin' Donut hitter of the night as Swan is off. Throw goes into center field, and he will stay put. Good backup by D.R. Meadows. And Swanee successful in his first stolen base try of 2026. .3-0 now on Mike Ballard. Ball 4 from Harris scores a run. It's 4 straight bad ones from the big man on the bump. His first career ball 4 sprint allowed as a banana brings home Swan. Ballard has himself his 5th RBI of his young banana ball career. That ties him for the tour lead. Knots him up with Jake Skoll. How about that? Mike Ballard and Jake Skoll tied when it comes to stakes, and Oh, hey, we got the return of the Mac. Guest joining them looks an awful lot like Sean Fluke's mom. It's not. Oh no! We're only in the top of the fourth. How could anybody be sleeping in the Superdome?
You really think those headphones are that soundproof?
Yes.
As loud as it is in here.
I believe so. Technology is amazing.
Ours aren't
these
even
days.
that soundproof.
No, not at all. Ours can't be as expensive as those. Can the fans make a play? Not on that poke foul from Noah Fisher, who reached on a trick play missed. Ball and 2 strikes on the Animals' left fielder. Called strike 3. The 12-6 curve freezes Fish. But a run comes in, and the Party Animals a chance to jump back out in front as you get another look at the K to end the top of the fourth.
Because it is now time for the biggest hey baby the Superdome has ever seen. So we need everyone to get your hands up in the air. Here we go, get it going, Shark. Clap those hands. Get those arms going. Keep it going. Now keep it clapping as we shovel. Now let me hear you sing it. One more time. You guys are amazing. Give yourselves a round of applause.
Well, the middle of the fourth inning in Banana Ball means it's hey baby o'clock. So Mike Ballard and over 70,000 of his closest friends moving it and grooving it. As we go to the last of the fourth, Garrett Delano back out on the bump. He's got 3, 4, and 5 for the Nanners. Young Goldberg, Oberst, and Kyle Jackson. Due to swing it off 777s with 1 run to work with.
Last season when Garrett Delano, as the visiting pitcher, entered the bottom half of an inning with a lead, he held that inning lead 76% of the time. Third best mark of any Party Animal, and he'll get soft contact off the bat of young Goldberg into right field, and Jake Skoll will tip it to himself yet again. He's got each of the Animals' 2 trick plays tonight.
Both of them tip drills. That knots the Animals up with the Nanners as they try and become the first team ever to earn the equalizer point against the Savannah Bananas. I mean, the away team needs more trick plays than the home team. At the conclusion of the second to last inning, which in every single Savannah Bananas game since September 14th, 2023 has been the 8th, because we've gone 9 every single time since then. 2-1 count on Dan Oberst. Party Animals coming off an 8-inning affair, though, last Sunday in Memphis against the Indianapolis Clowns. 2-hour timer ran out in the 8th. So in a game like that, the equalizer point would be decided if the away team has more trick plays at the conclusion of the 7th inning. 3-1. Check swing, did he go? No check. Oberst is gonna try for 2 bases, it'll be tight. In time! What an exchange! The Party Animals outfielders, Fisher, Hampton, and Skoll got it around at lightning quick speed. Oberst wants a challenge. And it will happen. Well, I tell you what, Jake Skoll ended up pretty much completely in Oberst's way, trying to slide into second. That's not reviewable on if it would be an obstruction or not. What they need to see is Dan clearly touch second base before he's tagged. You need clear evidence to overturn a call on the field. And from what we're seeing so far,
confirmed.
Yep, as I expected. Call confirmed. That's big because the Bananas just lost their challenge for the rest of the game.
They've never played here in the Superdome before. See a lot of yellow throughout this crowd, so I think they're still expecting, as far as the fan challenge is concerned tonight, that it would be popped in their favor at some point.
Kyle Jackson launching deep out to left center. Noah Fisher there for a tip, and he will catch it in the jersey. 1-2-3 inning for Garrett Delano. Puts the Party Animals back in front. They lead 2-1, and just in time for us to reach the hour mark in this game, which means we're about to get a halftime show. What could it be here in New Orleans? Sounds like the Monday Night Football audio. Oh, here's Drake Toll.
Welcome to the Superdome. The Savannah Bananas, you are the home team. The Party Animals, you are the visiting team. Therefore, you will call it Coach, heads or tails? Tails. The call is tails. Split. It is tails. Coach. Defer. The Party Animals will defer. The Bananas you will receive. Party Animals, which direction would you like to kick? They're going to go that way, right, gents? Let's turn it here. Spin you. The Savannah Bananas will receive. Party Animals, you will kick. Gentlemen, shake hands and good luck.
So the Party Animals will kick to the Bananas. Looks like JT Sokolov, Nanner's designated runner, is back to receive. Bryce Grzaffi back there as well in case the Party Animals want to avoid the Nanner's speedster. It's a short kick. Sokolov circles the ball. Now he's trying to break it open down the right side. Oh, big hit from Tanner Thomas. He absolutely lays out Sokolov. And now we'll get a look at this Bananas offense.
Now entering as quarterback for your Bananas, please welcome the starting quarterback of your New Orleans Saints, Tyler Shaw!
Superdome. The Saints electrifying young quarterback, fresh off a really exciting rookie campaign. Under center for the Nanners.
You're going to see an immediate command of this Bananas offense. Very comfortable with him as the signal caller.
Chuck going deep. Danny Hosley's direction, knocked away by Jason Swan. A fantastic football player back in the high school days.
But you gotta love the idea there from Tyler Shuck. I mean, this is a guy coming off of a campaign where he was in the conversation to potentially be named the Offensive Rookie of the Year. He's trying to put pressure on that Party Animals defense right now, air one out and force them to make a play. So that was a really good job by Swan in tight coverage on Hosley.
And Tyler Shuck, second-round draft pick in 2025, took over at quarterback with a 1-7 New Orleans Saints team. Went 5-4 down the stretch. A lot of excitement around Shuck and the Saints going into 2026. Second down and 10. He's going deep again. This time center of the field, and Jake Skoll, the former UGA defensive back, knocking it away from DR Meadows.
Well, again, similar play call, but Tyler Shuck, I just don't think he has the benefit of knowing Skoll's history as that defensive back at the University of Georgia. Those are plays he's very familiar with making.
3rd and 10. Tyler Shuck has taken 2 shots at the end zone. He's trying to pull out all the stops. Going deep once again. Back towards Danny Hosley. Touchdown! Shuck to Hosley for 6.
You got to go to your wide receiver 1. They call him Danny Do-It-All for a reason. Not only does he do it on the diamond, he does it on the gridiron as well. A big score, not only for the Bananas, but the Saints starting quarterback, Tyler Shuck.
Another look at Hosley making the contested catch against Jason Swan, finds the pay dirt, and Shuck and the Nanners get to celebrate. And Bryce Grzafi, who said he's seen over 15 New Orleans Saints games here in the Superdome, gets to dap up his favorite football team starting quarterback.
Does that count as another for him? I know the Saints aren't playing, but you've got a member of the team.
Right.
They played some football.
Right. All right. We'll debate in the future. For now, here's Jesse.
Fans, it's now time for a brand new promotion. We are going to test these 3 couples and see what they have as far as they have it takes to test their love. So we got 3 couples. They're going to have to run in, and we're going to see what type of love they have. A hug, a kiss, an embrace. We want to see the passion. So our first couple, been together 11 months. Peyton and Hannah, they're coming from the line. This is love on the line. Here we go. Come on! All right. The second couple, I hope we really got it right here. They've been together 6 years. Emily and Josh. Let's see what you got. On your mark, get set, go. All right. Okay. All right, come down. And our third couple, they've been together for 2.5 years. Marcus and Ashley. On your mark, get set, go! She said yes!
I don't know if you've ever heard this before, but we love love in Banana Land. Beautiful stuff.
Now batting number 8.
Pose for the picture. Josh, I know you're the statistical savant of this sport here, but I'm trying to keep track myself. I think that's 3 successful proposals across 3.5 games this year.
That's what I've got.
We're off to a record pace here in the Banana Ball Championship League. Connor Harris out for a second inning of work. It's got Bloomer, Baber, and then Hampton back at the top of the order. 9-10-1 as Bryson peppers this one hop off the left field wall. It'll stay in play. And thanks to the goofy ricochet, easy stand-up double for the Boomer. 1 for 2 now on the night.
I mean, this guy's trying to have a renaissance season for the Party Animals. Right now, he's the hottest bat in their lineup. His 5th hit, his 3rd double of the season. He's got 4 runs batted in for this squad, just having an unbelievable year. And he's been working with Anthony Coramado on standing a little taller at the plate and working to drive more power through that sweep. He's simplified a lot of mechanics.
Dustin Baber always working on the mechanics of his beer chug. Gets it down in near record time. Flew out into a backflip catch from Meadows in center his first time. Hey, how about Bloomer? 5 for 11 on the year now. That was his 4th extra base hit. He's a guy who was just about as menacing as anybody when it came to hitters in 2023. 7 home runs, led the tour in runs batted in. He was the bongo to Skull and Hampton's bingo and bango.
Well, I think if you see him continue to swing the bat the way he has through these first 4 games, he's not going to be in that 9 or 8 spot in this Party Animals lineup too much longer.
2-2. And the count is full. But Bloomer, lurking in that 9 hole, speaks to the depth and just how terrifying this Party Animals lineup is. As Harris is able to bear down, but Faber spoils the payoff. Foul ball not caught in the stands.
Well, credit to Bloomer. Whatever he puts his mind to, he's usually able to accomplish it for his squad. Last year, he was focused on being the on-base guy for this squad. Led the tour in stolen bases. Now he's going to tally another run scored for his squad. Baber works the ball for a sprint, and Bloomer able to score from second base. The Animals now with the run scored in back-to-back innings against Connor Harris.
He's a guy who had retired all 7 opponents he'd faced to start his Bananas career. But now going up against the best offense in the sport. And finally showing some cracks in the armor. Reese Hampton turns around to hit from the left side for the first time tonight. Struck out twice from the right side against Austin Drury. Skies this one in the infield. Cox making the call. Tipping it up. Kyle Jackson behind the back. Easy breezy, beautiful double trick play for Cox and KJ. And that puts the Nanners back in front when it comes to trick plays.
Well, they are just getting so good at finding the right times to try and maximize these double trick plays. They've got to negate this equalizer point against the Animals, especially being down in points already in this ball game. So that was very smart from Ryan Cox and good communication to Kyle Jackson. You usually see that when KJ's at third, Cox is at short, but no problem with KJ moving over to second in this game as Hosley is now the man at third base.
Ball and a strike on Chase Acuff. And a liner back up the chute. Chase joins the hit parade. Mark Smith, the designated runner, in for Baber. Will go station to station. And now Jake Skoll will swing it. A couple ducks on the pond for the reigning MVP of the sport. Chance for the fans to take care of Skoll. Does not happen in the second deck. It's fun. Mark Smith leading off second base from... Oh, look out. Skoll can't connect on the kick change. You got Mark Smith, a guy from East Haven, Connecticut, went to Avon Old Farms High School. Connor Harris on the mound from Avon, Connecticut. Went to Avon High School. They played each other in some high school scrimmages. Last time they squared off in baseball was actually Connor Harris's senior year. Another 0-2. And that one's blasted into right. Smith getting a stop sign from Vava. Alexiadis has a cannon. And the bags are juiced. Smith on third, Acuff on second, Skoll on first for Andy Cosgrove.
The man who finished second on last year's World Tour with 65 runs batted in, wound up with a .308 batting average with runners in scoring position, a very strong part of his game as a rookie last season.
Ball and no strikes. As Cosgrove elevating deep out to left center, it will stay in the park. Meadows will tip it and fire home, trying to gun down Smith. No, throw cut off by Ryan Cox. Andy Cosgrove does the job. Picks up his second RBI of the ball game, 6th of the tour, so he jumps in front of Skoll and Ballard for the tour lead. As we get some stanky legs from Ashton Lansdell and Mork. Interesting bit of banana ball here. Mark Smith could pinch run again this inning since he ran for Baber in the 10 hole. He's still eligible again, but good speed on the bases as Jason Swan serves this out to left. Acuff over to third, Skoll up to second. And Swanee a perfect 3 for 3 on the evening.
And you mentioned it at the very top of the show, a guy who can hit to all fields. He's now got a hit to right field. His first at bat went up the middle, his second at bat, and that a laser beam through the 6 hole. Now hits to all 3 parts of the field in this 3 for 3 night.
2 runs are in, bases are loaded. Tanner Thomas trying to turn this into a crooked number. Tanner, couple strikeouts tonight after he came into the ballgame without a K here in his 5th World Tour. And he leaves the zone once again. Connor Harris strikes out Tanner Thomas for a 2nd time tonight. Those are both of Harris's Ks, but a 2 spot for the Party Animals, who lead this game 2-1 in the all-important points department. And let's get it on down to Drake Toll.
Thank you, Biko. Here with Saints quarterback Tyler Shuck. Tyler, how do you explain this?
I mean, words don't describe it. This is like Saints playoffs right here. This is where we got to get to. This is an unbelievable atmosphere. You know, what Jesse and the banana ball, everyone's doing is an unbelievable opportunity.
Obviously, Sundays in the Superdome are special. What makes this a little bit different?
I think it's the fans here. You see the fans' energy. You see everybody coming out, supporting, having a great time. People of all ages. So it's so cool to be a part of.
Looked like a stunt on the left side, cover 2, that second pass. What do we got to do different?
No, we got to be more prepared, man. We got to go out there in the film room. We had a plan for it. You know, we were rehearsing the whole time. They kind of showed us a different coverage. We were able to get it done on 3rd down. So credit to our guys for staying in there, go making a big play down the right side.
It's safe to say the Bananas play caller probably on the hot seat.
Yeah, I'm not gonna throw my guy under the bus, but I think we can get some more work in, and it starts with me. So, but the guys, they got the juice. We're gonna get it done right now.
Tyler, incredibly grateful for your time and being here.
Appreciate that.
Josh, Biko, who dat?
Who dat, Drake? Appreciate you, my friend. Get another look at the Tyler Shuck touchdown to Danny Hosley.
Don't let it be forgotten, he took that play under center on 3rd down. Really impressive stuff from Tyler Shuck.
It wasn't working out of the shotgun, had to switch it up. Finally able to fool that stout Party Animals defense. AJ Kirsch awarding this woman something. What she won doesn't matter because we're back to banana ball. Ryan Rodriguez, first man out of the Party Animals pen, inherits a 2-0 inning lead and a 2-1 lead in points.
Didn't necessarily have the 2025 season he wanted, but Mike Levasis wanted to bring him back for a 3rd World Tour, loves his wipeout slider on the pitcher's mound, and in his 2026 debut, he tossed a clean inning for the Party Animals. Only surrendered a hit, did hit a batter, but struck out 2 guys without allowing a ball or sprint. So that is a great improvement to see from Rodriguez so far.
Ryrod comes in for Bill Leroy, Robert Anthony Cruz, and Danny Hosley. Fastball gets to the top of the zone. Rodriguez, one of our many men out of the Golden State. Proud of Newhall, California, down the Santa Clarita area.
And there you saw that wipeout slider, Bill Leroy fishing after that. Again, a big reason Mike Vivasas wants to keep him around. Now we'll speed up Leroy's bat. He lifts this one into right field, and Jake Skoll, yet another tip drill. Now 3 in the ball game for Skoll, and now 4 trick plays for the Animals. They trail the Bananas by 1.
Why fix what ain't broke? Skoll, veteran of the game here in his 6th World Tour. Providing 75% of the Party Animals trick plays thus far. Robert Anthony Cruz will try and get something going with one away. He worked a sprint his first time. Big swing and a miss from Rack, another Cali kid, the pride of Fontana. 1-2. Ryrod throws it to the moon. And the 2-2 to Cruz. Curveball never stood a chance. Payoff pitch coming to a very dangerous man. Rack, blister down the right field line, foul and not caught. Boy, that was hit a million miles an hour. It's 348 down that right field line. As Cruz is early once again. Another great battle. Worked an 8-pitch sprint his first time. He's about to get the 8th pitch from Ryrod right here. He leaves the zone. Boy, Rack could have earned himself his 2nd sprint of the ball game, but goes down swinging, and Sexy Mexi's pulling off a split in the center of the Superdome.
He's a guy who takes some high-intensity swings, always has the possibility to leave the yard, but Bananas down 2 in this inning. You're trying to just set the table and set up another guy to possibly go yard and knot this inning up. So not the best situational hitting there from Robert Anthony Cruz. And for Rodriguez, only one more out to put the Party Animals up multiple points in this ball game.
Danny Hosley, 2 balls and a strike. He smashed the ball to short. That turned into a 6-3 double play. Back in the 3rd inning, Nanners had the inning-winning run 90 feet away with no outs. Could not bring Bill Leroy in. It's not for lack of a barrel from Danny Do-It-All, who sprays this one out to right center. Hampton coming over, cuts it in front of Skoll. And Ryan Rodriguez puts the Party Animals in front 3-1 through 5 innings of action. Heck of a job by Ryrod. Faces the minimum. A couple flyouts and a strikeout. Really nice start to his 3rd World Tour. As you can see, Nanners are racing out defensively. Mike Ballard is already in the box. Jacob Bazela is out on the bump. 3rd man to chuck the pill tonight for the Nanners. Rookie takes over for Connor Harris, the rookie before him, who took over for Austin Drury, the rookie before him. A lot of fresh arms for the Party Animals here, as it's a 1-2 on Ballard.
I think the thought was to try and throw these Party Animals off balance with arms that they haven't gotten a big look at. So far, it hasn't exactly worked out in that favor for the Nanners, as Ballard shoots this one down the 3rd base line and just foul.
The fans want donuts. They don't get them, as that's a fair ball past the dive of Ziggy. Ballard will park it at first. Flared knock down the right field line. Only the 2nd hit that Jacob Bazela has allowed in his young banana ball career. Comes into tonight, 2 1/3 innings. 1 sprint allowed, 2 strikeouts. He's yet to allow a run. And looks like he's going to have his second 2-2 dance of his young career as well. Was boogieing in the kilts last Sunday. And he's got KJ, Cox, and Meadows shaking it behind him here in front of over 70,000 fans in the Caesars Superdome. Mike Ballard deep out to center. Wow, Reese Alexiadis showing off the range. And showing off the shoot as well, throws it all the way to his catcher. But Ballard was out by second. He had just retreated to first, so he stays put.
And you'll often see those defenders during these 2-2 pitches, they will shift into the gaps, and Reese Alexiadis positioned himself into the gap enough with that ball hanging up in the air here in the Superdome to run over and track that one down. That's a massive out. DR Meadows looked like he stood no chance trying to look at that ball over his shoulder and come up with it Willie Mays style.
Yeah, DR was not getting to that ball as Bloomer will pop one into the netting. It's one of the rare spots in the stadium where it's just out of Bill's reach, just out of the fans' reach.
And that's got to feel so good if you're Jacob Mazela too. Just getting a big out like that after the entertainment moment. He came in here, and the biggest thing he said that he was adjusting to wasn't necessarily dominating on the pitcher's mound, but how he could dominate entertainment on the pitcher's mound after every single pitch and keep the focus on him. He says guys like Danny Hosny, Noah Nisnik are so good at that. He's been trying to emulate them.
Another great take from Bloomer, who's 1 for 2 with the double. And is ready for a payoff from Big Red. Swing and a miss. Bloomer down to a knee on the gnarly slider from Bazela. That was filthy. So Ballard started the inning with a single. He remains on first. And now Derek Ginger goes up against Big Red. Battle of the Redheads.
Right before St. Patrick's Day. This is perfect.
Look out, Dustin Baber. Fastball high and tight. Bazela actually accidentally did that to Dan Oberst in live ABs this week, and Dan was furious. He said, "You throw too hard to be doing that to me, Jay." On the previous pitch, Bill had set up behind Dan. Dan was also furious at his 8-year teammate. It's like, it's live ABs, Bill. Bazela was scared on the mound. Bill was used to it behind the plate. And that's gonna be a called strike 3, top of the zone. Bazela pulling off the Conor McGregor. Exiting stage right. He strands Ballard on first and puts up a much needed donut for the Nanners.
Great nation, as we salute our hometown heroes of the night. We thank you for your service and commitment to our great country. To our police officers, to our firefighters, to our nurses, to our EMS workers, to our dispatchers, and to our school teachers. The Bananas and Party Animals say thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, here they come, your Banana
One potential potential Banana player hoping to make the roster this year, 81-year-old Missouri man Rob Harrelson.
You think 40 is old to play professional baseball? How about 81?
Rob Harrelson loves the Savannah Bananas.
The game is made to have fun, and that's what the Bananas do.
Now Harrelson is showing off his skills to try and play for the Bananas.
The only advantage that I have over excellent ball players, I've got a big white beard. That is the one aspect that the Savannah Bananas do not have.
Sign him up.
Coming to bat and making his Savannah Bananas debut, 81-year-old old man Rob Harrelson.
What a moment this is for Robbie Harrelson. 81 years old, in the Ozark Mountains of Missouri. A guy who said he is possibly the best 81-year-old baseball player in the world.
I wouldn't doubt it. I'm also going to challenge your language. He's riding this bike up to home plate. 81 years young, my friend. Are you kidding me?
No doubt about it. He said he can say he's possibly the best 81-year-old baseball player in the world until somebody who's 81 or older challenges him. And Rob Harrelson's message to the world: never quit dreaming. I don't care if you're 81 years old or 21 years old, you have to keep dreaming. And as you can see, Rob Harrelson now the oldest person to ever play Banana Ball.
He is literally making history tonight in the Superdome and having to face off against Jake Lialios, the new man on the mound for the Party Animals, who in his season debut this year threw a 2-minute 45-second inning.
High strike called on Harrelson, evens up the count. Can't connect to the fastball. And now the 1-2. Fouled away! Boy, Lialios holding nothing back. Robbie Harrelson able to get a piece. There's strike 3. Gas at the top of the zone. And Rob Harrelson, another wonderful example of this world, that it really is never too late to follow your dreams. That was a pretty nasty pitch he got for the strikeout. The entire Party Animals infield has gathered. And they're dancing. Never saw that coming. I kind of thought they were going to start doing some improv, a little crowd work.
I thought they were going to do some impromptu jazz.
Right.
We're in New Orleans after all.
Ty Jackson swinging it here in the 10-hole. Robbie Harrelson pinch hit for Ryan Cox. Ty now takes the spot of Bryce Rizaffi, the home state kid who doubled and scored the inning-winning run back in the 3rd. Tell you what, Lialios is living with that fastball top of the zone. He's a big high spin rate guy, converted catcher to pitcher. As Ty serves this out to right, long run for Jake Skoll, and he traps it outside of the glove. 4th trick play of the ball game for Scully.
I mean, he's having an excellent night for the Party Animals, really leading the charge when it comes to their trick plays. The Bananas have only grounded out once in this game. All of the trick plays the Party Animals have gotten tonight have come courtesy of their outfielders.
DR Meadows bounces that one off the net in left and will slam the brakes after a big turnaround first. That was perfectly played by Fisher. DR's second knock of the ball game. And now Alexiadis, who homered back in the first, had the walk-off single to win the third. There goes Meadows. Throw from Cosgrove. Not in time. DR's second steal of the night. 5th already here in 2026. A perfect throw from Andy Cosgrove. Quick tag from Baber. That's a stolen base. DR just got a great jump, used his speed on Lialios. Big bender, just misses.
Meadows also just trusts in the abilities of Reese Alexiadis, beating the Torin walk-offs a season ago. Wants to see if he can try and come around and score, cut into this deficit, since the Party Animals scored 0 runs in the top half of the 6th.
2-2 now. Make it 3-2. Inning-winning run on second. Payoff pitch. Alexiadis takes ball 4 just a bit outside. Andy Cosgrove and Vincent Chapman are getting into it. Cosgrove spiked his mask. Vincent was chasing down the Party Animals catcher. At the end of it all, Vava's in Chapman's face. It's a 3-2 game, and we've got to go to break.
Well, YouTube, you get yourselves a little bit of an exclusive interview, maybe the best interview of the night, with our dear friend Rob. Rob riding up to the plate, 70,000 people on their feet. What's that feel like?
It's just overwhelming, but actually, really and truly, I wasn't nervous at all about it. I wasn't at all. I was nervous once I saw that fastball come in there. That made me a little nervous, but up in the stands, it looked like I could hit him. But this is just amazing. This is amazing. This is amazing, and I thank the Bananas so much for just having me out, and it's just out of control, out of control.
Rob, you got hold of one there, so you were catching up to. You think if maybe you saw a couple more pitches, you would have got one?
I think so. I think I could have hit the ball. Yeah. The second pitch was right down the middle, and I should have hit it. I should have hit it. It was a call strike. But the first pitch was low, and I could see it coming in low. But it's just amazing.
Well, Rob, it was great to have you. You're quite the star. I haven't seen the last of this, guys. Heading back up.
Well, we saw a Banana Ball record broken an inning ago. Robbie Harrelson, at 81 years young, oldest player in Banana Ball history, went down swinging against Jake Lialios, who took nothing off the fastballs. Able to sneak one by Harrelson, but a legendary moment and experience for Robbie nonetheless.
Kids, adults, the elderly, always go down swinging.
Oh, could not agree more.
Always go down swinging.
Oh, do not let your fate be decided by the umpire. I am a big subscriber to that mantra. We got a 3-2 game. Party Animals up a point. Top of the order against Jake Bazala here in his second inning of relief. And he's got a 2-2 count on the switch hitting center fielder Reese Hampton. 0 for 3. Couple strikeouts from the right side. Popped out from the left side and now goes down swinging. Bazala gives him the splitter. He's calling it the banana split. And it's filthy. He's got 3 Ks now.
Splitter and the slider right now really working for Jacob Bazala. Each of his last 3 outs have been collected via the punch out. And now goes to that splitter. First pitch against Chase Acuff behind Bill Leroy, but a very small backstop. So it's going to be very hard for any batters to attempt to steal a first tonight.
Acuff turns on this, deep to left, and it clangs off that 60-foot net. Rack plays it perfectly, and it's one of the most well-hit singles you will ever see. Acuff's second of the ball game. Now 2 for 4 on the night. Had one of his plate appearances taken away by a foul out to the fans. And Jake Skoldig's in. Was 3 for 7 last weekend. Had the game-winning home run last Saturday against the Indianapolis Clowns. Now 2 for 3 tonight. The MVP looks to be right back at the peak of his powers. One-two count on Skull. It's also so nice to see Chase Acuff healthy back at the top of this lineup, holding down shortstop. Another one of the legends of this game. Broke his shin last year, missed the last couple months as Danny Hosley goes behind his back in foul territory. Another trick play for the Nanners as they pull back in front by 1, and we'll get it down to Gillum.
U.S. women's baseball team and the #1 draft pick in the Women's Professional Baseball League, Kelsey Whitmore.
It's been a mighty fine start to World Tour #2 for Kelsey Whitmore, who's soaking it in. Over 70,000 fans on hand to see her third outing of 2026.
Yet she's just getting more and more comfortable with each and every banana ball outing that she makes for her squad. Of course, the #1 overall pick in the Women's Professional Baseball League draft, but she's only faced 2 batters so far in her season, set them both down very quickly. And now she's going to get the face-off against Ashton Lansdell, who's going to pinch hit in place of Andy Cosgrove, though that will burn the designated fielder tonight for the Party Animals.
Got the #1 overall pick in the WPBL on the mound, the #6 pick in the box, the 0-2. Bender just misses the outside corner. Ashton sends it to the seats, and it is not caught. This is World Tour #3 for Lansdell. Coming off history last Sunday, became the 2nd woman in the history of banana ball to pull off a trick play. And she's caught looking. Beautiful front door bender from Kelsey Whitmore, who blows a kiss to her opponent, as she's got now a full scoreless inning of work under her belt here in 2026.
And that's becoming the signature celebration for Kelsey Whitmore after her impressive outings. Waving bye-bye, blowing a kiss, continuing to dominate to begin 2026.
On the mound, the absolute man with the mic on him. Hey, Sean Fluke, welcome to it.
How we doing, boys?
Never been better. Can you please describe what this night's been like for you?
Oh, no. Hold on.
Yep.
Sorry, here we go. I got one more pitch.
No worries, man.
Never mind.
We're on your time.
Yeah, no, I'm on their time. What do we got? We got 18 minutes left? Okay. I would have Dan Oberst on deck.
Yeah, you got 3, 4, 5, heart of the lineup.
Come on, who cares that Jesse's in the outfield?
Yeah, we've got a couple of your teammates. We've got a couple bananas out there still throwing t-shirts.
Yep, there we go. He gave me that one. Aha. That's why you always pay the umpires. Yep.
It's a good lesson for the kids.
I'm calling it right now. It's caught by a fan.
Does Bloomer have room? No, and no chance for the fans.
All right, guys. If they strike him out, I have so many on right now. I don't know what we're gonna do.
Okay, awesome.
Oh,
look out!
Shot spinner.
Yeah, that thing was cued.
Oh, I got it! Come on, bro. Why don't they let me play?
You didn't want a second trick play
Come
this
on.
year, Fluke?
I want that. What? We're the crunch time of the game. We gotta be serious. Come on.
You've got seniority on him. This is your fifth tour now.
Come on, Dan, get out of the way. You want to hit. Now that it's the league, everyone's like, oh, I'm taking my one. Like, come on, bro. Sorry. Really low-key happy he got hit by that.
Yeah, he is. He is. That's the inning-winning run aboard. Now you face Kyle Jackson. That looked very good. That was a very good-looking pitch, Fluky.
Yeah, that was a ball. Crazy how this game works, man.
It's a pretty silly sport. Oh, yeah.
Everybody say, bye, KJ.
Bye, KJ.
Bye, KJ.
Wow, double trick play. Fisher to Acuff. That's a huge double trick play.
Bye, KJ.
Bye, KJ.
I think Sam Bauman can hear me. You can hear me?
Yes, he can.
He's dying
He
laughing
can.
over there,
Yeah,
bro.
you're in his ears.
I'm glad someone appreciates it. Hey, come on, hurry up. We're on a time limit.
You let him know, Fluke.
Strike. Oh, Vincent, that was 80.
That was a pretty good-looking pitch.
Strike. Thank you.
Yeah, that'll do.
Cut Johnson's gross.
Yeah, you're nasty here in your fifth tour.
Yep, let's go hit. Come on, let's go hit! I do this! Hey, get out of here, boys. That's up.
Sean Fluke, thank you so much.
Love you, boys.
Great work, Fluky. Love you too.
One more.
Excellent work. Yeah, sure, why not? All right, maybe we'll hear from him after
Hey, let's
this.
go, win a game. Come on, love you, boys. It's Speezy. Call JBJ's friends. Come on.
Now, it's a girl and split. You are not the father. Congratulations.
Oh my gosh, YouTube, it's just us. It's just us.
It's just us, guys.
Are you kidding me? There was all kinds of stuff going on every time we were in a commercial break earlier, but now the crowd's just yelling at the big old video board, so I feel like we can chat. And the chat, by the way, has been fantastic tonight. A lot of love for Fluky, deservedly so. To the top of the eighth we go, and what a seventh inning it was for the Party Animals defensively. They pick up 3 trick plays behind Sean Fluke. All of a sudden they lead 8-6 as they try to become the first team to ever earn the equalizer point against the Savannah Bananas.
Yeah, it was just really smart tip drill. Fisher, knowing Acuff was around, tipped it to him. Acuff able to field that behind his back. And now Frankie Muscatello, who's known for his strikeout ability, has more so got to try and focus on inducing soft contact and hoping his defense can pick up some trick plays to negate that equalizer point. The Bananas right now down 2 to the Party Animals.
Chopper deep in the hole. Cox going for the trick play. No scoop from Ziegler. Ball bounces right back to him. So Jason Swan, a perfect 4 for 4 tonight. Drove in the inning-winning run back in the first. And then set the table in the fourth. Scored the inning-winning run in that frame. Just been doing a heck of a job spraying the ball all over the park. 2 singles to right, now 2 singles to the left side. Nothing new for the Georgia Southern kid. And Tanner Thomas trying to join in on the fun. 0 for 3, a hat trick of strikeouts. Moscatello paying a lot of attention to Swan over at first. And there goes Jason. Steals second without a throw. Ball got away from Leroy. That's his second stolen base of the contest. Swan's been a menace. 4 for 4, 2 stolen bases, run driven in, a run scored. They both turned into points. Just making winning plays out there as Tanner Thomas goes down swinging and has the dubious honor of the golden sombrero. Fastball blown by him by Moscatello.
Yeah, you can just see it's a tough night for Tanner Thomas. The smile winds up saying it all. And now Frankie Moscatello trying to see if he can strike out the Dunkin' Donut batter, Mike Ballard.
It is a very live fastball, 92 to 96 for Moscatello at 29 years old out of Rocky Point, New York. No catch in the seats. Ball and a strike on Mike Ballard. Donut hitter who has not struck out is lined out. An RBI ball for a sprint and singled. That RBI ball for a sprint drove in Swan from second. Ended up winning that 4th frame. Full capacity crowd hungry for some sweet treats. We only get them for free with a Ballard K. We're 1 strike away from it. Swanee off for third. Chopper to KJ. He'll grab the trick play going to first. Swanee will stay put over at third base with 2 outs now.
Smart play by Kyle Jackson. I don't think he was going to really wind up getting the double play against Jason Swan, with Swanee pretty much right behind Jackson. He was fielding that ball. But now he has set up his teammates, if another ball was put in play, to try and tie the Party Animals total in trick plays, and then see if his team, having given up 0 in the top half of this inning, can get a quick walk-off without giving the Animals a chance to record an out.
Back-to-back benders from Moscatello. He's ahead of Noah Fisher. 0-2. Good fight there by Fish. 0 for 3 on the evening. Strikeout, flyout, reached on a trick play, missed his first time. Jason Swan leads off third. And that ball is torched deep out to left center. It'll bang off the top of the net. Meadows will hold Fisher to a single, but a clutch piece of 2-out hitting once again tonight from the Party Animals. And they've got a run across here in the 8th.
That was a big swing and a much needed one from Noah Fisher. 1 for 12 entering that plate appearance, and finally able to get his 2nd knock of the season, and a big run batted in the late stages of this game.
Yep, picks up his first RBI in the BBCL as you get another look at the trick plays. Party Animals still up 1. So if the Bananas cannot get a trick play here in the top of the 8th, Party Animals win the equalizer point. There goes Fisher. Chance for the fans. It's a situation where if you're the Bananas, you really don't want the fans to make this final out. And if you're Frankie Moscatello, you should be trying to do a trick pitch here to get that 8th trick play for your team. He throws it the old-fashioned way. It's called strike 3, and the Party Animals earn the equalizer point. The first time it has ever happened against the Savannah Bananas. It's the first time the Party Animals play the Bananas with the equalizer point in play. They out-trick play the Nanners 8-7 through 7.5 innings of action. So they don't even need any trick plays in the bottom half. That means they're up 4-2 in the all-important points department, and they lead this inning by a run. So if Peter Holden, the new man on the mound, can put up a 0, It will be 5-2 Party Animals going to the last inning, where every run counts as a point. Big 6'5" southpaw here in his third world tour. And he makes Rack look silly. Downright disgusting slider, left on left. A sword for Cruz, another look. Yeah, that thing disappeared. And now Easton Parrish swinging it here in Danny Hosley's spot, as he certainly has moved to the bullpen. With a ball and a strike on him. Bouncer to Jason Swan. He'll field it between the legs and beat Parrish to the bag. 9th trick play of the night for the Animals. That one just for fun in the old individual stats for Swan. Makes it look easy.
And his goal's always been to try and have a season where he records 100 trick plays. Obviously, the bar keeps getting raised at the first base position, so Swan will take them any way they come.
Ball and a strike on Ryan Cox. Coxie out to left center, out of the reach of Noah Fisher. And digging for second, throw from Hampton, not in time. Clutch piece of 2-out hitting. The inning tying run in scoring position. Coxie is second extra base hit of the year. He's now 3 for 6 on the season, a triple, 3 ball, 4 sprints. Ty Jackson represents the inning winning run. Came off the bench tonight, swinging it here in the 10-hole. It was originally Bryce Grisaffi's spot. Ty rips this down the left field line. It will bring home JT Sokolov, the Nanners designated runner. Ty going for second. What a swim move. He's able to avoid the tag from Baber. So the inning is tied at a run each. And now the inning winning run in scoring position.
Back-to-back weekends for Ty Jackson with an RBI double for the Savannah Bananas. The first one a walk-off, now this one an inning-tying double. A really clutch piece of hitting for Ty Jackson. And now back to the top of the order, and DR Meadows, who is 2 for 3 against the Party Animals tonight.
And both those extra base hits have brought home Ryan Cox, who had an extra base hit right before Ty. Becoming a dynamic duo at the bottom of the Nanners lineup. 1-2 to Meadows. Hot shot, and it bounces off Bryson Bloomer. Ty Jackson will score. The Bananas, a 2-out rally. Started with the Cox double, then the Ty Jackson double. A barrel from DR Meadows. That is a huge inning win. It's 4-3 Party Animals going to our 9th and final frame, thanks to the walk-off from the doctor.
their trick plays, giving them the equalizer point. And so we must now reflect on the scoreboard. The score is 4 points for the Party Animals to 3 points for the Savannah Bananas.
What a duel we've had on our hands tonight between the two original teams in Banana Bowl. Party Animals against the Savannah Bananas. And right from the get-go, Animals winning the first point in the first inning. Back and forth we have gone. At the end of 8, we turned out the lights here in the Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans and lit up the sky. The Superdome turned yellow and pink. The 4-3 Party Animals lead. Going into the 9th, where every run scored counts as a point, and as suspected, Danny Hosley, who started the game as the extra hitter, played a good amount of it at third base, will now take over on the mound. He needs to put up a goose egg here in the top of the 9th to keep his boys within just 1 point going into the last of the 9th.
Well, that equalizer point now looms large. It gave the Party Animals just enough to make sure they maintain that lead in the 9th inning. You can never quite count out the Savannah Bananas, and they turn things over to Danny Hosley, who led the league the tour in strikeout rate last season, striking out 27.5% of the batters he faced. And he was one of just 2 pitchers last season to average less than 1 base runner per inning pitch. So this is a guy who keeps guys off the bases. And the Bananas very confident in his ability to throw up a 0 against the best offense in the Banana Ball Championship League right now.
It's 10-1-2 in the Party Animals lineup. Dustin Baber, here in his 4th World Tour. And then Reese Hampton in his 5th World Tour on deck. Chase Acuff in his 4th World Tour in the hole. Veterans aplenty, all up and down this Party Animals lineup. Battles aplenty have been had between Hosley and Baber. The most infamous, the line out to Kamani in the stands in Kannapolis, July 2023, the first ever foul out to a fan that ended the game. And Baber, hot shot through the 6-hole all the way to the wall. It's been a back and forth affair throughout the years between Hosley and Baber. Dustin wins this round. Leadoff man is aboard, and that's huge with the top of the lineup coming to swing it.
And with Baber in the 10-hole, the Party Animals could have used their golden batter. Could use it at any time, batting any place in the lineup. They could have had Jake Skoll batting in that spot, but they were confident in sending Baber up there. Now he's on, and Reese Hampton finds himself in a 1-1 count.
Reese Lightning 0 for 4. He's got a hat trick of strikeouts. Popped into a double trick play. Trying to get off the schneid. Baber not a huge threat to run over at first. Two count on Hampton. And now a 3-2. Of course, plenty of legendary battles between these two, both in regulation and in showdowns. As Hampton yanks this foul, we'll do it again. Hampton had the first ever out of the park showdown home run against Danny Hosley. Brockton 2023. Here he chases. He's the second Party Animal to collect a golden sombrero. 4 strikeouts tonight. Hampton joins Tanner Thomas for that dubious honor. Hosley got him on the high cheese. Chase Acuff, first pitch swinging. That's trouble. Rack fires into third, goes all the way home. Bill was there to back it up. But that allows Acuff to easily get himself a stand-up double. Mark Smith, the designated runner, now 90 feet away. And 2 runners at scoring position for the most dangerous man in the sport, Jake Skoll. I want to talk about a legendary battle. As that one doesn't get too far away from Leroy. The Skoll-Hosley rivalry is well documented.
A lot of jawing between these guys. Hosley, of course, always trying to go to that Vulcan changeup against Skoll, who would certainly prefer the heaters. And Hosley just cannot locate at the moment. Each of his first 2 deliveries to Skoll spiked in the turf.
Fastball gets Hosley back in the count. 2-1. Make it 2-2. So far, a steady diet of gas for Skoll, with Mark Smith leading off 3rd, Chase Acuff off 2nd. 1 out here in the top of the 9th inning. Party Animals trying to add to their lead. Another fastball, it misses. Ball 4 here, scores 2. Payoff pitch to Skoll. There goes the Vulcan changeup, and Skoll is fooled. Massive out number 2 for Hosley.
You only get that out of so many pitchers in Banana Ball. This is a very contact-oriented sport. There aren't guys who are able to strike out batters as effectively as Danny Hosley. Even with 2 guys in scoring position, you never see any fear, and you never feel like he can't get out of a jam that he puts himself into.
And great chess game by Bill Leroy. Calls 5 straight fastballs, saves the Vulcan change for the payoff pitch. Andy Cosgrove behind 1-2. Trying to pick up his MVP. Cosgrove was the Rookie of the Year, hitting behind Skoll. He goes down swinging. Danny Hosley strands a pair of Party Animals in scoring position as he strikes out the side.
And already has 8 on the 2026 World Tour. Insane stuff from Danny Do-It-All.
But a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, in the 9th inning, every run counts for a point. So Banana Nation, your Savannah Bananas need your energy. So let's get loud, because it all comes down to this.
It all comes down to this. Party Animals 4, Bananas 3, to the last of the 9th we go. It's going to be 2, 3, and 4 in the Bananas lineup. Reese Alexiadis, Max Young-Goldberg, Dan Oberst, against one of the best pitchers in the history of the sport. The bad, bad man out of Albuquerque, New Mexico, Mr. Drew Gillespie, looking for the save.
Still without one, though, in 2026, in his first save opportunity. Blew it against the Indianapolis Clowns. They, so far in both spring training and this early 2026 regular season, have touched him up. But Gillespie has always been very, very effective against this Bananas team. Knows how to throw their batters off target. And for Drew, only 9 ball 4 sprints issued last season. He had the lowest ball 4 sprint rate of any pitcher on tour. It was below 4% for the right-hander.
Year 4 in Banana Ball for Gillespie. The 2024 Pitcher of the Year, a finalist for the award last year. And he faces Reese Alexiadis, the greatest football stadium Banana Ball player in the young history of our sport. This is the 7th game ever in a football stadium. Reese Alexiadis has 5 home runs, one of them tonight. And he's ahead 3-1. 4-seam, 2-seam, cut fastball, changeup, and curve from Gillespie as he loses Alexiadis. who will jog it out, not testing the Party Animals sprint defense after they caught Dan Oberst at second base back in the 4th inning. And the inning-tying run is on first. What a night for Alexiadis. His second sprint, he's been aboard all 4 times.
And a guy with plus speed too. It's going to be very interesting to see if they try and get him in the scoring position. As Max Young-Goldberg swings at the first pitch, Swan goes to second, but he pulls Acuff off the bag, and Alexiadis in safely. Young-Goldberg at first as well. Still no outs for the Animals.
JT Sokolov is going out to replace Alexiadis at second. The Party Animals are going to challenge the call at second base by Hunter Ives, saying that at some point Acuff was able to either get that glove on, well, clearly he did not beat Alexiadis coming in standing. So the only chance is if Chase somehow held the base with one of his feet while he scooped that errant throw from Swan. And now everything we're seeing looks like Chase with that right foot. Chance maybe his heel clipped second base, but we're not seeing anything definitive. I would be shocked if the umpires overturn this call. I think everything we're seeing shows, looks like Acuff missed second. Party Animals like what they're seeing. They're clapping at the video board.
The ruling on the field is confirmed.
That is what I assumed would happen. Just was not enough
It
there.
comes down to lack of conclusive evidence.
Yep. So a big E3, Jason Swan has been a hero with the bat. But he gives the Bananas some extra life here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Dan Oberst, tying run on second base, the game-winning run on first. No outs. The 0-1, fouled away.
The last Bananas Party Animals game, it ended with Gillespie trying to pick off Oberst at third, an errant throw. He scored in the 9th inning. Now can Oberst end things with one big swing against his rival.
Swing and a miss. Nasty breaking ball from Gillespie. And he gets Oberst on strikes. That's a huge first out.
Just continued to go to that slider against Dan Oberst, a pitch that worked incredibly well. Chased it at the start of that battle and then chased it at the very end.
Kyle Jackson is 0 for 3 on the night. 3 flyouts. Two bad misses from Gillespie. 2-0 count on K-Jack. Fastball gets the bottom of the zone. 2 balls and a strike. Make it 3-1. Ball 4 ties the game. Great speed on second in Sokolov. KJ's plunked. Well, that's a spot where the hit by pitch is way better for the Party Animals than a ball 4 sprint. It loads the bases, but the Animals still lead 4-3. And boy, that got KJ right off the knee. We hope he's okay. Francis Gilbert, the Bananas athletic trainer, checking on the Nanners' young star. The young professor patiently waits. Looks like he's got a golden batter to announce. You could cut the tension with a knife. Everybody holding their breath while KJ continues to limp. The Bananas are going to need a pinch runner. And they're probably going to have to go to their bullpen for this. Looks like Tristan Levesque, yep, he's hopping over the banister. Levesque's going to run at first.
Gentlemen, the Bananas are invoking the golden batter rule. Hitting in the place of Bill Leroy, is the Savannah's golden batter. Please welcome Reese Superman Alexiade!
Bags are chucked. Party Animals lead by 1 with 1 out in the bottom of the 9th. Reese Alexiades is 2 for 2, a home run, a walk-off single, 2-ball-4 sprints, and he launches this one deep down the left field line. It bounces off the netting. Sokolov coming home, the throw not in time. We are tied at 4. Super Reese comes through in the clutch yet again.
Only the second time he's ever been the golden batter in his banana ball career. His first knock, it couldn't have come at a bigger time. A ball that a lot of people could not tell whether that was going to land fair or foul. Just comes back towards the very end, and with some funky dimensions in that corner, it leads to the Nanners tying things up at 4 and still only 1 out with the bags full.
Robert Anthony Cruz trying to play hero. The 0-1. Just a bit in. Big swing and a miss. Gillespie back ahead of Rack. The 1-2 pitch. Cruz lays off. Deuce is wild with the bases loaded here in the bottom of the 9th. And now ball 4 wins the game for the Bananas. The 3-2. Liner down the right field line. Foul will do it again. Look out, Danny Hosley.
Just trying to keep himself hot in the event that he pitches in showdown tiebreakers. He nearly got clipped by that liner.
Another payoff from Gillespie to Rack. Ball 4, Robert Anthony Cruz. Walk-off sprint. The Bananas rally for 2 in the 9th, and they steal this one from the Party Animals 5-4. The Nanners remain perfect, 4-0 on the year, as the Party Animals drop to 2-2.
Just when it seems like the Bananas are out of it, surrendering the equalizer point to the Party Animals. This team across the last 2 innings, able to put 4 runs on the board and claim the points they need to keep themselves in this ball game and complete a come-from-behind victory against the Party Animals. A very impressive job by this Bananas offense, especially considering it was a team carried by its pitching through the first 3 games of this World Tour.
Well, the offense was ready to pick up the pitching staff tonight here in the Superdome. The Nanners go for the sweep tomorrow afternoon.
just getting started. So, Bill, let's take us home. What's up, New Orleans? This was seriously one of the coolest experiences I've ever felt in my life. And I hope you guys had just as much fun as we did out here on the field. But we love you so very much from the bottom of our hearts, and thank you for welcoming us to your city, because we could not do this without your love and your support. You're literally the best fan base in the entire world. Give yourself a round of applause. The biggest takeaway that I have for tonight is I have so much respect for the party animals. I love those guys like my brothers. I love my guys on the banana side. And we have a very competitive league now where we're trying to win ball games. But there's something more important that's going on right here tonight, and that's the power of community. There are so many people here from so many backgrounds and so many cultures all in one place, experiencing joy. And I hope you spread this joy with the rest of the world. So whatever you take away from the night, it is much bigger than a game. We love you guys. Thank you so much, New Orleans. Now before we go home tonight, around the ballpark, I want everybody to put your hands up high. We're going to break it down tonight as one big banana ball family before you go home. But first, I need to know if you are ready! Boys said y'all ain't ready. I said, are you ready? Hands up. Fans first on 3. 1, 2, 3. We love you, Nola. Thank you so much. See you soon.
We love you too, Bill Leroy. Powerful words from the 9-year banana captain of this Nanners team. And you take a look, our showman of the game, Reese Alexiadis. Who else? 3 for 3, solo home run back in the first, walk-offs in the 3rd and 6th, and then tied it all up as the golden batter in the 9th.
Yeah, just a clutch all-around night from Reese Alexiadis. No surprise that he's earned his nickname over the years. Again, now his 5th home run in a football stadium in his illustrious banana ball career. And then from there, just clutch hitting, great situationally throughout the night. And there's a reason the Bananas have elevated him in their lineup from last year going into 2026, primarily in that cleanup spot. And now the trend is you want to bat your best guy second in the order. That's where you found Reese Alexiadis in each of these first 4 games for the Savannah Bananas. And he's found his MVP form that we saw last season as he was one of those finalists.
We'll get to hear from the man himself. For that, we'll sauce it on down to SB.
Yeah, thanks, Biko, Josh. It was such a night down here that Reese and I were like trying to calculate. I think 3 walk-offs, 2 walk-offs. It's one of those nights where he forgot because he's playing that well. Reese, what is it about you and football stadiums? It just seems to unlock a magic side of you.
Well, I don't know if it's about the football stadiums, but I'll tell you what, this team is no quit in this team. What a 9th inning. I mean, the at-bats they pulled through. KJ wearing one. Hope he's okay.
King of the baseball Pirates.
Man, credit to this team. That's all I got to say about that.
Reese, you guys are down. You're trailing, trying to get back in it. You see a guy like Heisley go out there on the mound. Was there a doubt in your mind that you guys had some fight left?
Oh, I mean, that's what this team's all about. Never give up. I mean, that's what life's about. Never give up. And let me tell you, Heisley, dog. So credit to Haas, dog, wherever he is.
Hey, Ty, you got a question for Reese real quick?
Reese, man, it's just extremely, a blessing to have you on our team. But one question, can you say a word in Japanese for me? Can you say bitter in Japanese for me?
I'm gonna say coffee, kohi!
Reese, our final question of the game coming from our Banana Ball backstage friends. They want to know, and this is going to be a tough question for you, who's your favorite player?
My favorite player I would pick you, but you're not a player. My favorite player has to be DR the Doc Meadows. Unbelievable. What a guy.
I was this close, guys. I was this close. Reese Alexiadis, I asked if he was going to be the future king of the Pirates. The guy's the king of the Pirates. I don't know what it means, but he's it. He's it. Biko, Josh.
Well, all you got to do is watch like 1,500 episodes of One Piece, and you'll figure it out, Sam. Thank you for the time and insight, as always, Reese and Ty Jackson. And take a look at what we have on the docket tomorrow. Firefighters and Coconuts will be live at 2 Eastern from Little Rock, Arkansas. That's on the Firefighters YouTube. Gators and Clowns starting at the exact same time from Round Rock, Texas, over on the Tailgaters YouTube channel. And then a couple hours later at 4 p.m. Eastern, we will have Game 2 from the Superdome on the Savannah Bananas YouTube, and you can watch in Spanish with Jose on the Bananas YouTube as well. So another big docket of Banana Ball tomorrow. I'm going to refrain myself from spoilers for now from what happened around the Banana Ball Championship League tonight, just in case folks want to check it out. But from what I can tell, another really good couple of games out in Round Rock and Little Rock. As we welcome you back inside, Josh Talevsky, I am Biko Scala. Thank you all so much for spending your Saturday night with us. This is a game that the Bananas did not lead until they won the game 5-4 on that walk-off sprint from Robert Anthony Cruz.
Again, this team just knows the situations of Banana Ball. They've been playing it for so long, and again, they returned mostly offensive players on their squad. 9 of their 11 picks were franchised as offensive players, and they wound up all showing up in the late stages when it really mattered. And for Reese Alexiadis, again, a stupendous night for the third-year Banana, and the guy who I said that was his second career Golden Bat plate appearance. That was the first one of his career, came through when it mattered the most, put in a new moment for the very first time, and wasn't phased whatsoever. So Super Reese with an incredible game to lead the Bananas to this victory, and they continue to just keep that target on their back. I know every team's trying to be that first one to give the Bananas their first loss in 2026, but they continue to prove, even when they give up equalizer points, even when their pitching staff allows more ball four sprints than we're used to seeing, at least as far as 2026 is concerned, this team still knows how to come through and win ball games and show that they're the most complete Banana Ball team right now.
Cannot wait to see how it unfolds tomorrow, because we expect Noah Nisnik to start against Brett Helton, so we'll have some legends of the game squared off there. Cowboy Kyle Lewig should be first out of the pen for the Bananas, so the Party Animals saw a parade of rookies out of that pen tonight until Danny Hosley in the ninth. Of course, Kelsey Whitmore getting out there as well. Tomorrow, they're going to see the vets.
Yeah, it's going to be really exciting, and the Party Animals are going to get to play as the home team against the Savannah Bananas as well. Just an interesting little twist to ensure that every team this season truly plays 30 games as the home team, 30 games as the away team.
Exactly, and it'll be the first time that the Party Animals are the home team against the Bananas since July 22nd, 2023, Rancho Cucamonga, California. That's for your Banana Ball trivia next time we're out on a boat in the ocean and throwing those questions out for y'all. Once again, a big thank you to everybody for sticking with us tonight. 4 p.m. Eastern tomorrow afternoon, right back here on the Savannah Bananas YouTube channel. A big thank you to our guys down on the field, Sam Bauman and Drake Toll, all of our folks in the control room. This broadcast directed by Chris Haynes, a legend of Bananas television, and produced on site here by Mr. Chad Reese and our wonderful camera folks and engineers. For Josh Talevsky, I am Biko Scala saying so long for now. 5-4 Bananas win. They are still undefeated. The Party Animals will take another good crack at them tomorrow afternoon. And until then, we will see you later.